making sure that people can access as you do.
All right.
Boom, boom.
Live from the 504.
And
From the
here we
609.
We own it. Tonight we got not the Brooklyn Nets, of course. The Houston Rockets hosting the Portland Trail Blazers. How we feeling about this matchup today, boys?
It's about to be a blowout. You got to turn the audio out on someone's live broadcast. Yeah, so this is about to be a blowout.
It's about to be a blowout, you think?
Yeah.
I don't know. Rockets just took a mean L to Memphis, didn't they?
It's about to be a blowout.
Okay.
That was in Memphis.
I mean,
right?
fair. Yeah, fair. But John Morant was getting his.
Westbrook didn't play that.
Okay, I mean, I'm just saying that, like, if we believe in Dame Lillard like we believe in John Morant, then
and Portland is definitely underperforming.
That's more or less what I want to tug on.
Okay, I mean, yes, I guess. Can I provide a couple counterpoints, or are we just going to say that Portland's going to get blown out?
No, you're the main one. Did they make the playoffs?
Hey,
do they have any chips?
Saying,
you're the main one.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, dude, like, this dude Dame Lillard, he ain't out here just, like, for his health, you know what I'm saying? He's out here to get these buckets up. Is he not?
Well,
he's one of 10 guys.
Okay. Oh, Melo Magic
Melo
early.
doing stuff, man.
Not to mention the revenge game for Carmelo. Don't get it twisted.
That's why it's
don't get it twisted. We could see a 30 burger.
A triple double.
Let's see how well the hi.
Hey now.
Let's see how well the Blazers move the ball.
Ugly Russ.
Yeah.
Ooh, no
they
box
don't move
now.
The ball
Yeah.
the well at all. Dame is the only one who moves the ball well. Everybody else is just shooting, jacking, or they missing.
Well, yeah, but if they're shooting 40%, then
I don't know if
easy.
it's because CJ's not a playmaker, or it's just because the role players don't get buckets.
Nah, man. I mean,
they're at the bottom of the list when it comes to assists.
With assists, yes. No, agreed. Hey, yes. We've seen that. They are not assisting anything. But I don't think it's necessarily that he's not a playmaker. They're also missing a couple finishers, aren't they?
They're missing
that's my second point. Which one is it? Is CJ not a playmaker? Carmelo's not a playmaker? Or is it the role players not being able to finish?
Well, I think, to me, I mean, we've seen them in the playoffs. We've seen them get it done when it matters most. And maybe I guess they did lose a couple players. They like Mo Harkless still out there.
They got it done against Paul George and two broken shoulders. Westbrook, who shoots 20% from field. I think that was a little inflated. Them getting to the Western Conference Finals last year. It's a little inflated.
Okay.
They had the easiest route.
Yeah.
Or the semifinals. Yeah. Then the finals. I think the year before that.
Yeah, I got you.
They had the easy route.
I mean, all right. I don't know if the West there is an easy route, but we can see how it ends up this game. Westbrook, the nice baseline jumper, 7-4.
What are they doing out there? It's a circus.
I think they're cleaning, man. Not there. I'm just gonna step back.
Give a quick peek about it.
Damn, shoot that. Wet.
Kent Bazemore showing him what he did in Atlanta for all those years. Yeah, I don't think Dame can guard Westbrook though. Like,
no,
it's just not
too big.
That's not a matchup.
I don't think Westbrook does a good job guarding anybody. Anyway, look, and one. That was a foul.
Wow, I definitely thought he had contact with two guys.
Ooh.
He could probably get like most improved player too, man.
No.
Without a doubt.
No.
Ben McNamara hasn't got any buckets.
He's having a good
the past
season.
3 seasons.
He's having a good
just because you get out of the Kings doesn't mean you're comeback player.
Exactly.
You just got out of the Kings, man.
Let's say if he gets most improved, if the Rockets make a deep run or anything like that.
He's not getting most improved.
Well, who else you see getting that award?
I had the answer. But
another Pascal, another Siakam kind of thing.
Bogdanovich
got it last year. We know he's an all-star. No, damn, I had it on tip of my tongue. I'll come back to you.
All right. Well,
I know exactly who should get it.
Oh, okay.
Kelly Oubre. That's what you get it.
All right.
Averaging like 18 ignite, double actually.
Because they didn't play him at all last year, man. Well, because he kept on trying to get buckets.
He's just playing a lot better.
Yeah, he's killing the game.
He's actually comfortable. He got out of Washington.
Exactly. He's really comfortable.
I hear that. Ooh, there's the injury lineup for.
That's so many
Portland.
people.
Rodney Hood, Zach Collins, Joseph Nurkic, Scal Labissiere, and Mario Hezonja. And Rodney Hood's out for the season with that torn Achilles.
Another playmaker, right? So
yeah, that's
definitely
true.
And Nurkic is definitely a big man finisher, kind of. You know, it's like
yeah.
That broken leg was pretty gross.
Who can they trade for? Who would they want to trade for then?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's slim.
Andre Drummond?
Nah, they already got a Whiteside.
Yeah,
They could
got
pick up
He's getting
Caleb or something
double-doubles.
like that.
I mean,
He ain't the best, but he's getting double doubles.
he is a serviceable big man in the
Right.
league, but he definitely ain't worth no max contract like he was demanding out of Miami.
Sure. Kevin Love for C.J. McCollum.
Spread the floor a little bit more, but not really.
And
So,
rebound the ball better.
yeah.
And who else is playing shooting guard for the Blazers if McCollum's not there?
That's fair.
I mean,
And it's not like Kevin Love's going to improve you defensively.
Good ball movement.
Bad pass to Capella though.
Finish it. You got foul. Good foul.
10-9, Portland, the early lead on Houston. Not surprising though. Games aren't won in the first 5 minutes. They're won in the last 5 minutes though.
Yeah, you definitely got to talk to the mic. Your shit
I
doesn't
gotcha.
pick up. I'll turn on
We over here.
the whatever that is.
But man, all right. Fair enough. The Blazers have definitely had their issues this year. This is the first of a 3-game road trip for the Blazers, and they did just snap a 4-game losing streak on Monday. So, all right. Your points are taken. They need to assist more out there. They are definitely missing.
They're at the bottom of the list. Like, that's not exaggerating.
They're in last. Nah, they're in
19
last.
assists a game.
Yes.
The next highest is the New York Knicks, average 21 a game.
That's
Dang.
so sad.
I thought they were getting. I thought the
That's
Blazers
so
got up to
sad.
19, but yeah, I got you.
That's so sad.
Whatever it is bad.
Dude, it's not good.
How the Knicks gonna have more assists? But they got Alfred Payton dishing out there. Like that's why.
That's a good bucket.
And they got the young boy, too, the rookie. R.J. Barrett does a good job dishing around.
He's dishing.
Yeah.
I haven't really been paying
But-
attention to the Knicks at all. So
No, bro. What's funny is Dame's having one of the best seasons assisting.
okay.
It's just CJ's not a playmaker.
Damn.
Carmelo's not a playmaker.
I hate to hear it like that, but you might be right. The
Whiteside's
stats ain't
not a
lying.
playmaker.
The stats ain't lying. You making a lot of good points. I hate to admit. I like McCollum honestly. He's
No,
kind
for
of
sure.
he's a small school dude getting buckets and
Very fun to watch.
But what's
I'm
his
saying.
stat line then? What's CJ's stat line for assists?
Probably, I don't know. Let's look it up. I would
You
guess,
can't just
I would guess
say
3
that.
assists a game.
That's
come
horrible
on, you
for
got
a
it.
point,
If
man.
he's got 3 assists a game, then trade him for Love, man.
That's
Because he
really
touches the
bad.
ball a lot
Yeah.
and dribbles a lot, right?
But I don't think
Let's
that's
see.
necessarily a bad
Oh,
thing.
and
And look,
3.8 assists.
all right.
So,
Well, I'm
let's say
rounding that
4.
up. We're rounding
Yeah,
that
let's
up.
say- let's
We're
say
rounding
4.
that up. We got to
Yeah.
round that up.
Because
Come
you
on.
guys like him. That's
Nah,
why.
man, they're 3.8 is 3.8. What are you like? Come on now. 3.8 is basically 4. Let's get
And
it.
he's got defensive skills.
Oh, that's
too.
a dish.
Good stuff. That was good D though.
Oh, Westbrook coming for that board. Gotta hit it. Gotta hit it. Nice.
telling you, man.
Most improved player? No.
Hey.
Yo, it's because he's averaging 10 points, 12 points, or something like that.
Yeah.
That math-
He's shooting well. I mean, yeah, he's you can't leave him open, but
Mhm.
he's not like dominating a game like Kelly Oubre has in a few games.
Right.
But he has to though.
I get it.
No, he
Phoenix.
doesn't. Devin
With
Booker.
Phoenix?
Devin Booker's
Wow.
a way better player than
I
he
thought
is.
Devin Booker was out for like a
Wow.
solid 2 weeks.
Maybe,
Yeah.
but even still, Kelly Oubre's still balling with Devin Booker.
Well, we were figuring out most improved player, Hassan Whiteside, with a nice dunk on the previous possession and a 3-second violation on the next. Quite embarrassing. And then he was mad. He was like the one mad when they called it. He like slammed the ball down.
How dare you?
It was like, come on, man. Like, that's funny. But I don't know, man. The Blazers certainly have had issues assisting. Not to mention they're giving up the most offensive rebounds per game. So, in my opinion, what is
A big
Hassan
dude,
Whiteside
man.
really doing
So-
out there? That's all. Like, I would expect him to be pulling down those boards. And they're giving up, off those 11.8 offensive rebounds a game, 15.8 second chance points per game.
So
which is-
maybe an Andre Drummond with like Hassan Whiteside and a pick, to console that. Because obviously Andre Drummond's a definitely better player than Hassan Whiteside.
Yes.
So
We
you
can all
should give
agree
a little
with
bit
that.
more. But
Is Drummond giving them the defense they need, I guess, is the only other thing. Because I feel like Whiteside does get blocks, or at least he's intimidating at the rim.
Right.
Because like he's had like a couple 10-block games. I know he likes to
Yeah,
tell
but
the
he's
media.
lazy. I don't
He
feel
is
like Drummond's lazy at all.
True, but does Drummond get blocks?
I think so.
All right.
Probably. I mean,
As long as he's a force in there that like gets in the way.
let's look.
I gotta think Whiteside's got him
What are
beat
we-
for blocks
What
right
are
now.
we guessing on blocks?
I'm thinking Whiteside's
2.
got him beat for blocks right now. That's all.
no, I don't think so. But I would maybe like a package thing, you know, like
you.
maybe a Reggie Jackson and Andre Drummond for.
Whiteside's clocked in at 2.9.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give
That's
Drummond. I'm gonna give Drummond the 1.8.
I said a little bit higher.
1.8 exactly.
Damn. Okay.
So one block.
Yeah. Which like
K-Stradamus,
but maybe
just
the
knowing this.
maybe the difference is different. Like,
Exactly. Maybe he doesn't have to chase blocks.
exactly. Maybe they funnel people to Whiteside. Yeah, they're funneling people to Whiteside in Portland or something. Like obviously Lillard's giving up a lot of. I'm sure Lillard gives up a lot. The size on the way to the basket. So.
Right, CJ McCollum too.
Yes. I mean, CJ McCollum does, but he's bigger than Lillard though, isn't he?
No, hell no. CJ McCollum's like 5'11", 180 pounds or something like that. See, Collins, I mean,
but he played big.
Like 6'2", 6'3".
He played big though, man.
His jumper's wet, man. So I just like his game.
I guess I just like me some CJ McCollum, man. He's got initials like me. I'm with it, bro. Yeah, Blazers have been struggling this year. The 17 wins right now is their lowest midseason win total for a Blazers team in the Terry Stotts and Neil Oshie era. GM Neil Oshie coached Terry Stotts. Not looking good for the Blazers. Certainly not looking good for their playoff prospects. But maybe just one night only. Melo Magic in Houston. That's all I'm banking on. That's what we can go for.
That's very possible.
Melo goes for 26. Dame gets his 20. McCollum chips in his 20 and 3 assists, and we could see a W. Hopefully, Houston has a cold shooting night.
That's possible.
But that's crazy to think about too, because like Portland in the beginning of the season wanted that they were in contention, right? Houston's in contention, but now we know that Houston definitely can't win in the Western Conference at all. Like, I don't think they have a. I don't think
to say they definitely can't win.
Definitely.
Mr. Harden could drop 40 plus
against the Clippers or against the Lakers.
Definitely.
I honestly don't think they have a squad.
I would say
after watching the Memphis Clippers game.
The Clippers? No, they didn't beat the Clippers. But they beat the Lakers, right?
Wait, this year you mean?
Yeah.
Or maybe I can't say I've followed that. Lakers haven't had.
Looks like they haven't played each other yet.
And then you have like Utah just killing it, and Denver's just definitely a lot better than Houston. So at least I feel like Denver is a lot better than Houston.
Yeah, I would say Denver is better than Houston.
What's the record?
At the moment, Denver is better than Houston.
No, but head to head.
I don't know what the record is head to head, but I know that obviously the Nuggets are ahead of Houston. I think they're ahead by like what? Okay, not that much ahead, but they're 1.5. I think they're 1.5 games up. So like a win and a loss.
I think they could be better if they just deepen their bench.
I look this shit at.
No, I'm letting you know what it is right now. The point is the Nuggets got first last year and they're in second and ahead of the Rockets this year. So that's what matters.
But the Clippers the Clippers lost the Rockets in November.
Yeah,
that's one. I know they beat them in November. So that's.
But also, did they have Leonard and PG on the floor for both of those games?
They didn't have PG, I imagine.
All right.
But then they beat the Rockets again in December.
He's shooting 59% for the free throw.
Damn.
Oh no, they beat the Clippers. They beat the Clippers in December 19th. Westbrook had 40 points. December 31st, New Year's Eve, fucking Denver got blown the fuck out by 26 points.
Dang.
On New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve got blown out in Houston.
Okay.
26 points.
Okay. I mean, it was in
And they play again next Wednesday, so we'll mark that.
Okay.
And they played the 26th, so they play 2 times next week.
But let's talk about those Nuggets for a quick second. I mean, my man Michael Porter be getting buckets. That could be a real problem. Hey, he dropped 26, I think, in his second start. Looking real good.
But he's been hurt too most of the time too. Like
of course he's been hurt.
Just consistently. What was the surgery? He had what surgery?
He had something in his back.
Surgery?
Yeah, it was it was like I don't know if it was a vertebrae or a muscle back there, but
so they're just taking it.
Taking it slow. I mean, he could be like that MB type spark though. No.
I think so.
Well, I hope the Rockets play Denver, so you guys in the playoffs, so we can bet money. The Rockets
I would love that.
A better team than Denver. They're a better team than the Clippers.
I'm sorry, sir. The records disagree with you.
Come playoffs.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that. If the Nuggets as a team, they're better. Like they move the ball, and I don't think that the Rockets got any sort of answer.
They don't score as well as this team.
I don't think
they don't have defense as well as this team.
I don't think as well as the Rockets.
The Rockets don't have the team.
Dude, the Rockets are one of the best defensive teams.
Man. Man, let's look up those defensive ratings.
I'm
Like,
look it up.
That's not
that's
true.
a lot.
That's
That
definitely
sounds
not
like
true.
there's a lot going on here. There's a lot being said, and I don't know if it's all quite on the up and up, if you ask me. That's all I gotta say.
But that's what we bring, right?
Yes, that's what we bring. We're double checking it. Getting called out right here.
Opponent field goal percentage is about the same. Houston Rockets are 100% higher, 4.56, and the Nuggets are 4.55. So the middle of the pack, actually.
But no, but you also go back to that statement you said that Rockets are the best defensive team.
Right.
I didn't say best; they're better.
Okay.
I guess that's what I meant.
Okay.
As long as we're getting clear.
Okay, let's see.
We're getting clear on that one.
All right, 17-18, Houston's up.
They're,
5 minutes left in the first.
I guess I did.
Just,
in any case,
you definitely, yeah.
let's see. So yeah, it looks like you can score more on the Rockets though.
Shocking.
113 versus 105 versus.
How do we know?
Nuggets.
How do we know that?
Well, they're also getting up a lot more possessions, so you have a lot more opportunities to get buckets.
Fair, but you can do it per 100 possessions like I'm looking at. And it's pretty close, honestly. It's 107.6, so they give up 107.6 points, Denver does, per 100 possessions, and the Rockets give up 109.6. 109.5, sorry. So they're giving up too much. They're giving up one extra bucket. Milwaukee Bucks, man, tough to score.
Look at the offensive efficiency.
Fair.
Well, yeah, that's
The
different.
Rockets are scoring 114 points a game, where the Nuggets are only scoring 111 per 100 possessions.
Oh, that's all per 100 possessions? All
Per
right.
100 possessions.
Okay. That's fair.
Only 2 points, but still.
I don't know, man.
We
can definitely bet
have
on
that
it,
bet.
yeah.
Best. We're gonna have that, and we're gonna have that.
I'm looking because like yesterday I looked at the Rockets bench. I'm just like, yo, why is it?
And I think if
That deep
Jokic
at all,
is
man.
playing right, if Joker's on, like I don't think they have any answer for it.
You're talking about Capella?
No, I'm saying that defensively, if Jokic is hitting from the outside and pulling Capella away from the basket,
Jokic is one of the worst efficient field goal percentage shooters in the game.
agreed. But he can shoot it and he can make it from deep, and that can pull Capella away from the basket. And as soon as that happens, I feel like they do not. There are several positions they're not playing good defense that the Rockets don't play good defense
I
at.
hope they play each other.
I hope so, man. There's only one way to find out.
Next Wednesday.
Exactly. Yeah,
They
I
play
guess
twice
that'll be a
next
start. That'll be a start. Just know.
Ooh, good shit, CJ.
Oh, I like that. 22-18.
Away.
Portland's looking like they want to show something in Houston tonight. It really just takes like Rockets getting hot from deep though.
For them to just start pulling away,
Mhm.
catch them back up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they put Austin Rivers back out there, and
Right.
what? So they're gonna try.
For real.
He doesn't play defense at all.
Oh.
Hey, what happened to Cephalosha? Why isn't he getting any minutes?
Tabo Cephalosha?
Oh, there he's he's on the bench.
Didn't he get like?
There's just a lot of players on the team.
I would have thought he'd be a good fit there, but
Yeah,
maybe they're
that's
saving
what
it as like
he
a
wasn't
defender.
he wasn't getting any minutes though.
Well,
I thought he was.
yeah, I mean he's on the bench. That's like I feel like he has not really gotten minutes like that.
Yeah, he's kind of old.
I don't know. Tough out there, I guess, in Houston to find these minutes.
At the small forward position, I'm sure.
I thought everyone needed a 3-and-D kind of guy, though. I don't know. Speaking about Houston, though, so James Harden really going hard for the MVP award, I think, again this year. Averaging like 37.
As he should.
Averaging 37. That's
crazy.
just silly. No other players averaging 30.
With the ball jack on his team.
Right?
Westbrook.
But, like, I mean, it's pretty much them ball jacking, right?
Well, he still has his sprints.
Come on, you gotta
missed
put
that
that
foul.
in. Damn,
Yeah,
like
he's
he got
got
that
that
foul.
foul.
Yeah. Kind of got the bailout with that.
He won't win it though either though, which is crazy to think about.
I mean, until I feel like Harden's not gonna get his respect until he like shows that he can win a
so.
finals, get to a finals. Yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough. Players are judged, and then people want to call out Durant and say that like, oh man, he just left to go to OKC. But when you judge players by how many rings they got, why not? Why not go to Golden State?
That was brutal, right?
Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying.
And hilarious, too. It made for some great TV.
Absolutely. Some shade on Instagram. Gotta love it.
Can you move this camera that way a little bit? Like spin it? Yeah. Yeah, at least, yeah, just center me, that's all. Is it too tight? Roy shit, it's too tight.
Nah, you just...
That's fine, that's a little better. That's cool, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I don't know. Nuggets. You should show them a little more respect, Puri. That's all I gotta
Watch
say.
the games, man. I'm telling you. They just play better basketball.
They're fun. They're fun to watch.
Jamal
for sure.
Murray, Joker, and if Porter comes in, I feel like
they're fun to watch. They have a lot of guys who can get buckets.
More than the Rockets.
There is, sure, but there's one guy on the Rockets that is better than all of them combined.
Of course. Yes. I'll
like
give you that.
One of the best players of all time.
Best scorers of all time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Best player. I mean.
Sure. I think that's debatable. If we're like extending best to be like a list of like 50, then yeah.
He could.
He's doing phenomenal shit that has rarely been done.
I can't disagree with that statement at all. Definitely. With that said, you got to show me you can win when it matters most.
Sure. I mean, the Denver Nuggets, I don't think ever eliminated the Rockets.
That's true. I'm just saying that when it comes down to it, a better team is more likely to win.
Weren't the Denver Nuggets number 1 seed last year?
They were.
Yeah. Oh, the Warriors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that was a quick, easy one too, right?
I don't think it was a quick, easy one.
I
think there were some injuries.
They were going to beat the Warriors.
I don't think anyone believed that. Correct. No one believed that. But it wasn't. I don't know if it was a quick and easy one. And they got experience by doing that, man. They were a 1 seed. I hope so. Maybe the Rockets should get it. Maybe the Rockets should try and get a 1 seed one day.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Maybe they'd have a better playoff record if they got a 1 seed.
Maybe it's gonna be fun for sure. It's gonna be competitive.
It's always
in the West.
That's what it's about. That's definitely what it's about. Man, I don't know. Harden better be showing us something tonight, though, because again, I feel like the way Ja Morant was kind of disrespecting him yesterday, that was just quite disrespectful. I don't know. Did y'all get a chance to see that?
Yeah, I saw some highlights.
I was watching the game. It was fun to watch, man. It was letting him shoot.
Yeah, but Harden was being disrespectful about it, was he not?
Yeah, just let him shoot.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if he had any respect for Ja Morant, he probably wouldn't have just let him do that. No, he ain't letting,
But at the time, they were up like 8 points in the second quarter when he did that, stepped away from his three-pointer or something like that.
Yeah, well, I think he did. He did in the first quarter as well.
Yeah.
That's when Ja Morant kind of went back and said, "Tell that motherfucker who I am."
Gotcha. They were losing at that point.
Yeah,
they were losing.
Yes.
But they did come back.
They kept it close.
Gotcha.
Most of the game. So.
I don't know. It seemed like Ja Morant had something to prove, and he wasn't exactly taking kindly to the disrespect from Mr. Harden.
I could definitely see Memphis taking that 8 seed.
I don't know this guy Nasir Little is it Nasir Little? I don't know he gets play time.
There we go.
UNC?
NBA size, yeah, man. They always said he was a prospect. He didn't do much at UNC though.
It was just his body.
Yep. I feel like they have several players like that. Like kind of Harrison Barnes was like that. All right. There we go. Dame time. See, it feels like Dame time. Little pick and roll action with Hassan. Capella with the nice screen defense.
Tough.
Long two. It's not what the shot you want. Not the shot you want. Westbrook back the other way. 3-point lead. Ooh, Lillard's 0 for 5 so far, gentlemen. That's something to keep an eye on.
They're up 3.
Mm-hmm. Let's have some assists.
Ooh, there you go,
Dribbled off his foot. We got 11 seconds left. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at our superstars this game. Take a look at how they're doing. What do we think? Wow.
That's 3.
Wow. And a shock of the night. Guess who's leading this game in points right now?
Ben McLemore.
Hassan Whiteside with 7. Gotta love it.
Shoot.
Nothing.
See, there you go. The role player's not scoring.
A lot of clang-a-lang.
Yeah. I'll give it up already, man. It's actually fun to see how much he misses every single time. Like, don't shoot the ball, man. Just give it up.
Oh, man. It's cold-blooded. But yes, Hassan Whiteside leading all scorers with 7 currently. Westbrook coming in leading Rockets with 6. Capella already with 7 rebounds. Wow. And Dame does have 3 assists this game already.
All the Whiteside.
Probably. I don't see Whiteside creating his own shot. Man.
Break.
Oh.
Yep.
A lot of Brick City. 1 for 4 on those free throws right now, kid. Come on, Whiteside. It's free. That's free money.
Another one.
Wow, Brick City. Oh man, got a tight game in Oklahoma City. Toronto's up 2.
Mismatch.
Man, please get a rebound. Okay, going the other way. Find somebody. Nice pass. That's the open man. Back to him. Bang those.
Role player not scoring.
Yeah, a lot of bricks. Hey, he's got the best hair on the floor.
Do it again.
Gordon getting the pick.
Oh my God. He looking a little overweight.
Oh,
Good bucket
He's
though.
so
Gordon?
nice, man.
you saying Gordon?
Yeah.
Looks exactly the same.
You can't be thick, man.
He's a little heavier for
Damn,
sure.
Damn, like that. Can't let the man be thick with it. Lillard.
Remember, he used to
down.
get up there.
Yeah.
I don't think he got it like that no more.
You don't think the knees could take it no more?
It's just age, really.
Nice raise up from Lillard. Finally getting his first bucket of the first quarter.
2 for 1.
And it looks like Lillard's going to try to hold for most of the last shot. It's about a 3-second difference. Man, I'd be looking at my
He gives
chops.
it up.
I know. Look, he's not giving up against Rivers until the double comes. He ain't giving it up. He's taking Rivers to the rack.
Oh.
Ooh.
Damn,
Nice.
I like that.
He's a nice player,
Yeah,
too.
he doesn't play scared at all. He's aggressive.
Oh,
Nope.
wow. How'd
Watch
that
another
happen?
miss. Told you, bro.
Yo, he does get to shoot a lot, man. Honestly, I'm
They
no
just
Rivers
give him-
fan.
They
I'm
give
no
him the
Rivers
green light
fan over here.
consistently. I'm like, why is he still playing basketball in the NBA?
I am
Yeah.
no. I'm
And I
not
have like no
exaggerating, I'm
animosity
serious.
towards him at all. It's just like he's just an ugly player. He's just
You gotta
that
get
bad.
buckets, man. That's what you gotta do. You gotta get the buckets. If you ain't getting buckets, you shouldn't be shooting.
He
We don't
hustles
need
a lot,
shooters.
though. Yeah, he hustles a lot.
We don't
but
need shooters. We need makers. That's all I'm saying.
His game is fun.
Oh,
It'll be a good drinking game.
Yes, I'm sure.
Above the booth, Austin Rivers missed shots. Take a shot. 8 deep.
Too funny.
Hey, pop open that White Claw.
Oh yeah, no, I got you. Let's get that popping. I was gonna post something first, but
Who's moving?
Huh?
Is that outside that we're hearing right now? That's static.
Yeah, I turned up some stuff. Oh yeah, that's what that is.
You figure out how to soundproof that extra room and everything.
No. It'll be fine though. Yeah, that's just the vacuum, man. We're just gonna deal with that.
There's a background noise going on that's pretty irritating.
yeah, that is pretty rough though.
So you don't like Utah either?
Utah's actually on a what, 8-game winning streak?
No,
Ever
they're
since
on like a
they-
12-game winning streak, man.
Ever since they traded for Jordan Clarkson.
Oh, that's true. I remember you saying that, and then I don't even know how he's playing right now though.
I mean, he's just another offensive threat, man. That's really where it comes down to. It's not like their defense.
Nah, this is exactly the same
more
shit.
offense was really what it came down to. Mike Conley's not out there scrubbing it.
Did they pick up somebody else too? I think somebody else was actually playing a lot better. That's why, not Clarkson.
I think Bogdanovich just had his career high.
That's who. Yeah, I think it was Bogdanovich who's playing out of his mind right now. The non-related one.
Yanovich and Donovan Mitchell. You guys thought he was gonna have like an MVP season.
He's supposed to have an MVP season.
No,
he's having a very normal regular season,
which is still fantastic.
Yeah.
A great season.
Still All-Star season.
But not like what you guys are saying.
Oh, yeah, he was supposed to be the next one up.
Nah.
Because that's all I could think about, like them being that good for what 2 seasons, 3 seasons.
Yeah, but not like Greek Freak or Harden. Not at that level of MVPdom.
Oh, and Gobert is playing crazy too, so that's why.
Defensively?
Yeah.
Any different?
Huh?
He's not. He's playing better. Like his play has increased.
Yeah, his play is like gotten better. Yeah.
Really?
Not What do you mean like increase? Like he hasn't got more minutes or anything.
That's what I'm asking. Has it gotten better to the point where that's why they're winning?
I think so, because I think he's averaging like 16 points right now.
Gotcha.
Like
this one, sir?
from 12 early in the season.
Thanks.
No, man. The Jazz are balling right now, dude.
They're number 2 in the West right now.
Yeah, but their offense has been
Crazy.
tearing it up since they.
The trade.
Their offense has been tearing it up for this win streak that they've been on.
What do you?
I already told
Just
Kay.
one additional ball
No,
handler.
I don't think it is. I already told Kay like what it was is that they're
They're not playing anybody.
they're not playing anybody, man.
Oh, they're not. Who's on this 12 games?
They beat the Clippers.
Yeah.
They beat the Clippers
They beat the
without
Clippers.
one of the 2 stars.
Yeah,
Paul
but that's
George,
it.
I think,
That's
was out.
that's everybody else was like the Knicks, Charlotte, and like
Yeah, that was like the only.
Interesting.
That was the only winning team. But I would say they have an offensive rating of 122 in the last 10 games, which has been best in the NBA over that stretch.
They were playing scrubs.
So
but
it's like not for nothing. I mean,
it is
still
for nothing.
NBA team.
That's
right?
interesting, man. They were
I'm just
playing
saying.
scrubs, huh?
It's just what happens in every part of the season. So
Everyone has their runs because
Yeah.
they have a stretch of bum teams.
yep.
I mean, that's okay. That's a little harsh, I think.
It's not. It's facts, man. That's
Okay.
what happens.
Well, they also have Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. So I mean, those are facts also.
And that's why they would play a lot better.
Okay.
Because
Wow.
they're
So
playing
yeah,
scrub teams.
in this stretch, I'm seeing Blazers, Clippers. And that's the only good team, and the Nets today or yesterday. The Nets yesterday were really like the Pelicans. Maybe
Didn't they beat the
No,
Nets with
man.
Kyrie?
Kyrie? That was his return game, I think. Right?
Okay, I mean, that's worth some.
No, it wasn't. Maybe his second game. Yeah, last time they lost were to the Heat right before Christmas.
And that's another one we should talk about.
Yeah, Jimmy he's probably one of my favorite players this year.
I'm glad to hear it. I honestly think he's my favorite player in the NBA,
Like,
dude. Like, he's a
Dude's
weird
psycho,
dude, but
man.
he's like awesome psycho, man.
Oh, good stuff, Russ. Him and Russ. I like Russ a lot too.
I like Russ. Can't argue the heart that he plays with. That's for sure.
Oh wow! Wait a minute!
He
Wait a
tipped
minute!
it. Yeah,
Oh
he did it.
come on!
Nah, it's a
No,
self-pass.
no,
It's
it's not a self pass. He
on.
hit his arm, man.
It was a.
It's a
it was
deflection.
touch.
It's a deflection.
3 fingers touched him.
You don't think that was a foul?
I know. I think
Okay.
if it is a foul,
You're gonna let that go?
I think it's soft.
You're gonna let that
There
go?
was 3 fingers.
You're
that
not
touched
allowed
him
to do that.
on a gather.
Well, on a gather, yeah. That's on
It
a
was
one-handed
soft.
gather. That's like ruining the entire shot.
It was soft. He was in the middle.
If you put 3
man.
Those
fingers
good
on
stuff,
that
Carmelo.
arm, or you put 3 fingers on Steph Curry's three-pointer
Dude.
or Harden's arm, it's a foul.
Sure, on a jump shot.
If it's like
Not a
that, then it's
gather
on
to
a
layup.
gather. Oh man.
Okay,
A
yeah,
one-handed
it's
gather.
probably in the rule book.
Okay.
You know, word for word. Yes,
It's a
that's a
foul.
foul.
But I also think it should be
But
like.
do I want to see that?
Yes,
Call a foul?
you should.
No.
You should
I
want to see that
don't.
called a foul.
I don't.
You can't just hit his arm. If he hits the ball, he knocks it out easily, and it's not a problem.
Sure.
But he didn't hit the ball. He hit his arm.
He hit his arm with 3, like the strength of a hamster, and it came out.
Okay.
Yo, you said the strength of a hamster. You couldn't think of anything else.
Yeah,
No.
like, shout out to the hamsters.
A hamster.
Dude, it
on,
just
man.
wasn't enough thrust.
My girls
for me
got
to
guinea
call a
pigs.
foul.
Like they're pretty strong. You know, they're tough. They're
There
tough
wasn't
little
enough
guys.
thrust for me to call a foul. I think it was soft.
Alright.
That's fine, but rule book says it's a foul. It's a foul.
I mean, I'm just saying. Come on, man.
With Harden
Plus-
on the bench.
plus
Portland's
6 to
up
Portland.
6. Yeah,
Westbrook's
plus 6.
like, all right, I'm the one taking the rock. Nice pass. He's got a man. That's a
Good
block.
hustle, Melo.
You know,
Good
like that he got
hustle
out
on
there.
Melo.
Yeah.
Now he's not gonna do anything anymore for the rest of the game. Jeez.
That was big yesterday.
Oh,
Had,
man.
like 1 sprint and that's it.
Wow, that's pretty embarrassing to hear that. I was balling yesterday. Got that W. Ocean Air Rec Center. Let's
Oh,
go.
good hands. Pro player. Oh man, why did he do that to you though?
Whoa!
Why did he do that?
You saying he's
More
fat?
husky.
You saying he's fat, and it's like maybe that's his muscle.
He's in the gym.
That's
That's
the
what
weight
was
room,
going
baby.
on, man.
That's the weight room. He's on
Dude,
that
just
PJ
bullied
Tucker.
him,
He's on
man.
that PJ Tucker weight room plan.
Made him
man.
look like a child. Made him look like a hamster. That's what
Yeah.
happened.
He said, "You can eat that restricted area, buddy. I'm taking this."
I don't even
right?
know that hamster's name. Just put him down.
Exactly, muscle hamster. That's what his name is. Back to the Harden.
Watch it go on a 10-point run.
Or
is Nurkic coming back this year?
I don't know. Man.
Yeah, they haven't been really
I think
saying
they
it. So.
haven't said anything necessarily on it. I'll take a look though.
I think Collins was supposed to come back.
Colin's supposed to come back. Yes.
Yeah, because the only one out for the season was Hood on that.
Yes.
On that thing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I missed it.
Yo, but Melo doesn't get up anymore at all.
He didn't need to there,
It was
bro.
hilarious.
Bro, that wasn't hilarious. He got out. He tapped boards. That's all he needed.
Well, he realized he didn't get up high enough, man.
Bro, that was some good quick footwork.
That was decent at first. Oh, good stuff. PJ Tucker. Another Macklemore 3, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, and he shot it
Yeah, he shot it
at
straight
Melo.
at him. Yeah, he shot it straight at him.
I didn't know his game was that good, though.
Doesn't pass the ball.
Give it up.
Now he's going to pass it because they had to reset it. Got to
Nope,
feed
he got
Melo.
PJ.
Got to feed Melo.
Got to get
Ooh.
Melo on hard.
Baseline.
I like that. I like
Baseline.
that.
Oh, no. He bullied him, too. Good
Ooh.
stuff, though.
They call him
On the
Ben.
floor.
Oh.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
call him.
3 seconds. 3 seconds.
Oh, on the help.
On
the
Ben,
help.
yeah. Look at this. Look at this, K. You
Woo.
missed this. Pump fake, spin back.
Oh,
PJ Tucker.
I like that. Come tap it. Come tap that glass, Melo. I like that.
Roy was hating, saying he didn't dunk it.
Yo, he got up like 2 inches, man.
It was a quick jump, man. Sometimes you got to quick jump him so you don't get blocked. Come on, Roy. You gonna tell me that
He
you
didn't
don't-
jump up.
Yeah.
He jumps like left.
Come on, Roy. You gonna tell me you don't do some quick jumps off the glass? Like, come on, man.
That's
Nah.
not
Definitely
involved.
not.
You do the quick
Ooh,
jump
good
floaters.
step back.
I know Roy does the quick jump
Pushed
floaters.
off.
Because I can't dunk the ball, man. I can't get up.
Look at that, dude. Nurkic.
It's a full beard, though.
Man, he needs to visit that. Keep it clean, Nurkic. Keep it clean, player.
Good D.
Oh yeah,
That
you
whole
don't want
side.
that.
There it is. Ooh, come on,
Nice
go up.
pass. Nice passing.
Damn.
Melo has another rebound.
Yo,
He's actually been rebounding. Oh my God, James Harden. He just blew past you for the second time.
And
But
he didn't
best
get
play,
any
he's
other
the
rebound.
best player.
Yeah, best
of
player.
all,
Yeah.
best player
Best
in
of
the
all
NBA.
time. One of the best of all time, according to
He
Bird.
is one of the best
He's
of all
in the GOAT.
time.
He's in the
Ooh,
GOAT.
good stuff,
question.
CJ.
I'm just no.
Nah,
it
without
is a
it,
question.
yeah. No,
you can't
he's-
play
no
defense like he
question.
plays
He's
defense.
incredible.
How does defense not enter your equation for best of all time? That's
Is
what I don't
Steph Curry
understand.
one of the best players of all time? His
Steph-
defense is better than Steph Curry.
His defense. Steph Curry is one of the best shooters of all time.
He's one of the best players of all time.
Man,
They changed the game.
I guess. Dude.
James Harden's changed the game.
He's one of the best players right now. He's one of the best players of this generation. Yes, best players of all time. I think he has some work to do to get in that conversation.
I think he can score on any player that ever existed.
Okay.
Oh,
that's
Michael
true.
Jordan's documentary is coming out next
saw
month.
that.
That's
I
gonna
saw
be
that.
fun.
Is it
Yeah,
Michael
that's
Jordan or is it
good.
on
Yeah,
all
that's
the
good.
Bulls?
I
Is it
think
on
it was
all
the
the Bulls?
Bulls.
Yeah, I think it's the Bulls and the whole the era in the
I did
90s.
see that on
It's
Christmas.
Jordan's documentary, man. Let's be real. Best player of all time, though.
But yes, and as far as Harden, he could score on anybody at any
Anybody.
time.
At any time. Anybody, anytime.
Not in the, I don't think in the 90s he would have been scoring over.
Bro,
but-
James Harden's stronger than half
this
those players in the
conversation
90s.
again.
And more athletic than
Nice.
those players.
Yeah.
How they gonna guard that step back three? They don't need. They never even seen that.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, bad
all right.
pass.
I
Bad
think
decision.
that
CJ.
Harden would have been experiencing a little bit more physical game. There
Oh,
than
here we
you know
go,
what I mean? I'm not
man.
saying they would have stopped him, but
The
I'm saying that
athleticism,
it's
like,
it's
nah, I
different.
don't think
They're
so.
gonna foul
That's-
him out here on the step back three, then he's gonna get to the line. Three
Alright.
at the line.
I just think when he goes to the basket with that little like dance through the lane, hold the ball out, wait for you to tap my arm, and I get a foul.
Oh, maybe maybe they wouldn't call fouls and
That-
stuff
that
like
would
that.
probably
They
call
wouldn't.
fouls
Yeah, they wouldn't.
frequently.
Exactly.
Maybe.
And,
Maybe.
and he'd be getting hand checked. The reason the guys can go past guys so easily now is because they don't get hand checked.
Bro, his handles are better than that. You can hand check him, he can still get past you or cross you up.
Nah,
Yes.
man, the hand check would stop him. They just don't. They call the hand
No,
check now.
man. I'm telling you,
Oh,
you can
God.
play into the hand
I
check.
think you're bugging, man. I think you're bugging.
We had this conversation a million times.
You're
You
not allowed to
can, you
hand
can play
check
into the.
Ooh,
Okay, I
watch him miss it, though.
understand, but
Oh,
you
he
can
should've
play
shot it,
into
missed
the
it.
hand check. You can use that momentum
Yo.
against you like a judo trick,
Okay.
man.
Most improved player, Ben McLemore.
9 points.
Can you just back off the Kings nuts? Like, maybe if the Kings
Look,
still had
man.
him to be in playoff position, all right?
I just think that they should have. I didn't even know that he was that good. So, and a steal.
Another failed Kings draft pick
Yeah, without a doubt.
for
man.
the Kings.
That sucks. They didn't give him any PT,
Add him to
which
the
sucks.
list. Add him to the list.
Fuck y'all Kings haters, man.
Dude, I mean, let's check in. What? I haven't looked at the standings in a while. Where are the Kings at?
They're two back.
Oh.
They're two
Two
back,
back from 8th place.
From the 8th, so.
So they're fighting with the Spurs,
Are they two
the
places?
Grizzlies,
Is that
Portland.
two places?
and Portland.
Yeah.
I think they're
and
more than
Phoenix
10.
too. Phoenix is in there too. They're that.
Damn.
New Orleans is still decent enough to make the playoffs.
Roy, why are you lying to the people? Don't
They
be
were-
lying to our viewers
they
like
lost
that.
yesterday.
Don't be lying to our viewers like that.
Yeah, they
ain't
lost
no,
yesterday.
They ain't no 2 games back. They're 3.5 games back.
Yeah,
bro.
they lost yesterday.
They're 3.5 games back. Okay.
They're playing Dallas
I was
right
like,
now, though.
2?
So
That doesn't sound right. I know I saw them at 13.
Dallas is a loss.
I know I saw them at 13. So how are they 2 games back? That'd be crazy. Yeah,
just playing.
3.5 games back of the playoffs.
yeah.
And there's 4
Now
teams,
they are.
And there's 4 teams that are ahead of them. Just for the record, for that playoff spot. But yeah, we'll see. The 2
But
game losing
what?
streak
There's
ends
what
up.
6 teams spread out for our 8th spot. Right
Well,
now?
that is something I
Yeah,
did
so-
want to talk about. Actually, it does seem like there's kind of some tiers forming in the NBA standings, if you ask me. Certainly, in
That
the,
makes sense to do
in
like a
the
little
East-
playoff at the very
Well,
end.
I'm just saying, in the
yeah,
East. All right, well, let's start in the East because I think the playoff teams are kind of separating themselves for the most part in the East. If we take a look at it, the Nets are at 18 and 22. They're in 8th place, and they're 4 games ahead of the Pistons, which is not a whole lot, but I would say it's more than you see. That's more of a spread than you see in the West. If we take a look, and by the way, if there are tiers, the Bucks are on their own tier.
Yeah, for sure.
They're 7.5
They're playing
games
way better
up.
than everybody else.
Yeah. But then over there in the West, I think is a little more interesting. The Lakers are kind of running away with first place. They're about 5 games ahead of the Jazz. But,
Surprising.
Yeah, that is.
Why is it surprising?
Because I thought they were going to have dysfunction.
Why would you think
Their
this?
squad was so incredible,
You had
man.
Rondo,
early in
Dwight Howard in the same fucking locker room.
Man, I think that's
They got a
more
bench,
media. That's
too.
media
Yeah.
narrative, bro.
No,
Like,
but it's not. Rondo legitimately got kicked off a playoff team.
man,
That's-
they won a ring though.
He won a ring, yes, when he was the young boy, but now he's a little bit harder ego to manage.
I got you.
It's working out. Like I was wrong.
I just think
perception was wrong.
that that's more narrative driven than it is like the actual.
That's
guy.
funny that you're saying that because you're the one the most
Like-
narrative driven.
Well, I don't think that I'm very narrative driven.
But do they have rings though? But did they make the playoffs?
I'm a facts driven kind of guy as well. Like I'm just saying. Like,
No, I'm with you. Yes, I was wrong on that, and
Okay.
they're all working together, they're all meshing
and
together.
I guess Rondo's changing my opinion of him this year as well. I mean,
Sure.
that's probably contributing to it as well.
Sure.
He's a Laker now, and I'm a Laker fan. So you know,
That's
it's full
hilarious.
disclosure here.
That's
But,
such a bad
but
way,
full
man.
disclosure, he
That's
legitimately
great.
got kicked off a playoff team in the middle of the playoffs. They just said, "Okay, go ahead, go home,
It's
man."
true. I mean, hey, I'm not disagreeing with that.
And it wasn't because of his talent.
That's funny.
Very fair, very fair. But point is, Lakers are running away with it in the West. Obviously, it kind of seems like because
Barring
even
any injuries.
yeah, I mean they've struggled. They've had their struggles when LeBron and Davis were kind of injured at the same time. But
First month.
exactly, and well, even more recently too. I think they had to sit out. They were both out. Yeah, there was
out
only
right
one
now,
game.
so.
But other players are stepping up for him, so I'm glad to see that. Point is, they're running away with it. Then there's a bunch of teams like bunched in there for 2 to 5. Between the Jazz and the Rockets, there's only about 1.5 games separating them from 2 to 5. Then you got the Mavericks at 25 and 15 for 6th. Thunder at 23 and 17. A nice
And they're
surprise.
team to watch.
Absolutely.
They're good, man.
Hey
Yeah.
man, Chris Paul getting buckets when they matter most. Clutch time, he's like far and away leading the league. The next closest guy is like half as many points as him in clutch time.
I
which
like
is-
Shea Alexander.
yeah, Gilgeous. He
Yeah.
had like a 20, 20, and 10
Some
triple double,
retarded, but
killing it.
he's doing it more consistent. I feel like than Chris Paul.
I hear it.
Like
no,
every night, he bring in points and bring.
but
in
I do.
assists.
Yes, you're
But
right.
Chris Paul is better.
Exactly. Gilgeous is bringing the consistency night and night that you can count on for points. Chris Paul is getting it done in crunch time, which is like within
But
5 points
he's
and 5 minutes.
taking those shots to like consistently.
But he's making
all the
them.
time.
Well, if he's
He's
making
making
them, then you
them.
don't
Yeah.
you don't say shit about
It's
it.
a fun team to watch.
I'm sure no one was like, "Yo, get Robert Ory the ball," but then he kept making them.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly.
You
Fuck
know what
that
I mean?
guy, too. God.
Oh,
There we go. Take a shot.
Rivers.
Take a shot.
Yeah,
Take a
Rivers,
shot.
yeah,
0 for
right.
3
Take a shot
and
on
one
Rivers.
turnover.
I got you, man.
Dude, he should not be playing in the NBA.
Mm-hmm. McCollum.
Oh, there's an assist.
Not for McCollum, but
Simmons.
that's okay.
Yeah, Simons.
Is that I've been calling.
I think it's
Simmons.
1M.
Yeah, it's 1M. I'm gonna go Simons.
Oh, here's your boy. Let's go though. That's an and one. Where's the foul?
Oh, you should have missed that. Bro.
Don't you know who that
Slow
is?
ass
That's
Oliver hit him
Rivers.
right in the back of the head.
Oh man. And
he's arguing.
Yeah,
Bro, you smacked the shit out of the back
that
of
was
his
a
head.
foul. That was a foul. He got him. I'll give him that. And just to wrap up our conversation, while Rivers probably knocks down this one free throw, Grizzlies are in 8th at 19 and 22.
They just got 8.
Yeah.
Yes, they just got 8th. The Spurs and them have been battling for it. But there are teams kind of bunched up, I would say.
And the Spurs, too. I totally forgot about this.
I said the Spurs.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you? Okay.
Well, I got several teams ahead of the Kings to make the playoffs. I'm saying, like,
Nice. Good for
if,
you, man.
if the T-Wolves
I
ever
still,
come,
I still think if they
No.
bar injury and stuff like that, all of a sudden they could push it back.
No,
if they
man.
bar injury, they're gonna go on some
Bar.
crazy 10-game win streak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got
all
it.
right.
So we'll find out.
Nice floater from McCollum, so under control. Like to see that. No, I don't see that happening, sir. The Kings are better than the Pelicans and the Warriors. I will give them that, and that's it. That is it.
Ben.
Oh, that should win.
He just lost my vote.
He had it before that.
He
though.
had it before that.
For sure.
By the way, Porter Jr. Nuggets are leading by 16 on the Hornets, and Porter Jr. has 17.
Good for him.
Just saying, take notice.
Yeah, but that's a good point though, like the tier thing.
Yes.
Because it just doesn't make the NBA
But the
worse.
East
That
is,
kind of stuff
is
like
more
that.
bunched in. Did you go through the East? You didn't go through the East. You
No, I
said
did
the
go
Bucks
through the East.
were
I said
number
the
one.
yes. Well,
But
I
then
also
after
said
that-
no. I also said that the playoff teams are separating themselves. The Nets are 4 games ahead of the Pistons with
At
at 18 and 22, but they're at the 8th place. Yeah, and they're 4 games ahead.
But 2 and 6 are like 1 game apart, right?
Yes, but that's the same thing in the West.
Gotcha.
2 to 4 are 2 games apart in the East. 2 to 7. No, sorry, 2 to 6 are 2.5 games apart.
What's the run? Who's number 2 right now?
Celtics.
Celtics are 2.
Yes.
Miami Heat's 3.
Heat is 3, but they have the same record.
Is it Indiana at 4 or the Raptors?
Raptors.
Raptors 4, then Indiana,
Then Indiana.
Sixers.
Yes.
That's nuts. I feel like that division is just a lot better
Yeah.
than the West.
Sixers are underperforming too.
First of all, I don't know if I'm saying that division is better than the West, but that's fine. I was gonna say the Sixers are underperforming, but it seems like they're pretty dependent on Joel Embiid.
Absolutely,
And like,
the best player on the team. By
okay,
far.
but then I think the other issue comes in that like obviously Joel Embiid has issues with consistency. So if they're just gonna be so dependent on him,
on the court, being on the court, sure.
no, not necessarily
No,
being on the
like,
court. I think on the
playing
court
well.
he disappears sometimes. He does. Marcus Gasol shut his ass down.
Just
Sure.
constantly worrying
For
about
for
that
what
three.
Embiid, he's their number one option, right?
Sure,
Sure.
sure.
Yes. Okay. Sure, that is factually correct. I hope you
Sure,
remember
we
that.
can go back and spin the tape, and we'll look at Kyle Lowry having a 0-point game or a 2-point game as well. Like some people do struggle.
But Toronto won. Toronto won. So
Sure,
Okay.
and they'll win
Okay.
when Embiid struggles sometimes.
that's the evidence. I mean, that's the evidence. I
They
think.
went to a 7-game series and they
Agreed.
won on
On a shot.
on one unbelievable shot. It
to
wasn't
my-
like they were getting spanked.
So do we think
And
that
Joel
Gasol-
Embiid was not having a good series, right?
Yes.
And they went that far.
They started. First of all, I think they started off the first 2 games. Joel Embiid was doing great. Then
the adjustment in Toronto.
Yes, and Gasol was on him more, and he was locking him up. I mean, and do we think that Marc
He's a
Gasol
good
should be
defender.
locking? Should Marc Gasol be locking Joel Embiid up?
No,
Is that something
I don't
that Joel
think so.
Embiid should accept?
No.
Based on what I know about Joel Embiid, he's a pretty competitive dude.
I don't think so.
I'm just saying. So that's my point. Is that I'm worried for the Sixers in the sense that like. Hopefully Joel Embiid gets better. I think he has room to get better, of course, and he's going to grow as a player, and maybe he will find that consistency. But if they're completely dependent on that in the playoffs, I feel like in a 7-game series, I don't know how they're going to beat the Bucks. I don't even know necessarily how they're possibly going to
I
beat.
mean, that's fair. There's some concerns for sure, offensively.
I don't even know if they could beat a Celtics or even a Pacers with a on-fire Oladipo.
Sure. Offensively, there are some concerns for sure. I think Tobias is underperforming. I
you
think
think-
that's the bigger one.
Should they keep?
Ben Simmons can't fucking
was gonna
still
say.
shoot still, and that's fucking.
Yeah, but Al
annoying to
Horford's
watch.
having a crazy year, and then
No, he's not.
yeah,
I
pretty sure
think
he
he's
is.
having a bad year.
No, I'm pretty sure he's having a really
we
good
can
year.
double check that.
We
but
can-
The past
Yeah.
3 games he's been killing it.
I just wonder.
Maybe that's why.
I wonder for the Sixers, for what I've been led to believe about the Sixers, is that they're trying to come for the finals. I mean, that's
Absolutely.
to my understanding what they're going
Yes,
for.
they should, and that should be their target. They're that good on paper.
I don't think that I have much faith in them, especially seeing how dependent they are on Joel Embiid.
So, Al Horford scoring 12 a game, 6 assists.
That's not
6
good at all.
rebounds. It's not ideal.
Yeah.
What's concerning? Well, he's shooting 45% from the field, but that's one of his worst years from 3.
Oh my God!
Obviously, he's not
Westbrook
a stacked 3-point shooter, but he's having one of his worst years again from 3.
All right, well, that says something.
Yeah, I thought the last 3 games, I thought they were pushing it.
And the Sixers in the last 10 are 4-6, which has led to them sliding in the standings a little bit.
Right, because Embiid's been out, I think, the last 3 or 4.
Yeah. I think he's been a solid 4.
And he has a huge portion of their offense. But I mean, you can make that same argument with James Harden. James Harden doesn't show up sometimes, but he gets them there.
That's true. That's a fair statement. I just feel like,
and he's probably not as pivotal as James Harden is more pivotal to this team than Joel Embiid to the Sixers.
Yes,
but still, yeah, they do rely on him a lot.
I guess I honestly thought that the Sixers' other players were better. Yes, I guess,
and they agreed they should be.
So we'll see where it ends up. And again, the season isn't decided in January.
You're right, exactly.
Yeah. They still have time to grow. There are a lot of young players,
and they can totally go on a run.
I guess I don't know, dude. I want Ben Simmons to have his breakout
He doesn't shoot.
Everybody wants that, man. Everybody wants that.
I just want
a floater at least.
Yeah, he doesn't shoot the ball.
Or
he overpasses.
But even if he's only getting fast breaks, I just want every time you get the ball, let's just go. We're just gonna run and we're gonna
He does that. For
I would say let's turn up the possessions. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get going and get him to the front court as quickly as we can, and hopefully less people around. He can drive to the basket, find somebody open, or finish himself.
But he overpasses, I think. In those situations, he'll have a one-on-one and he'll pass it out.
I don't think he makes bad judgments, though. He doesn't make a bad pass.
No, I think he has pretty – I think his turnovers are pretty high, and that might just be the nature of holding the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Right. I feel it. Well, that's interesting to see about the Sixers. Let's talk about the team ahead of the Sixers.
Turnovers 3.5 a game. Well, that's his career. That's not bad.
I can dig it.
For holding the ball that long.
I'm wondering, what if we take a look at the Pacers, though?
Yeah,
they play hard, man.
That was super
They play hard.
Sabonis is legit.
Well coached.
Well coached?
Well coached team, dude. There's nobody on there that's
no credit due to Sabonis, though. Like having a cool year.
They're not drawing up plays for Sabonis. This is Sabonis getting hustle and getting isos. He's not in the scouting report, right? But nonetheless he's balling, man. He's balling.
He's rolling hard.
Exactly. That's more or less what's happening. And they have literally 1 through 5 can probably dribble the ball up and make that play.
Miles Turner is getting buckets.
And he probably leads the league in blocks and rebounds.
No, they got a lot of hard workers, man. Honestly, I feel like a real.
But are they? They're not a legitimate contender. Obviously.
I think they are.
So, no,
I think
they
are.
Not
Contender.
Get to 2 or 3.
What do we say?
Contender for the
finals.
East.
Contender to win the East.
No.
They can do some damage to a team. And Oladipo comes back and gives them Oladipo.
Let's quantify damage.
Okay. They can push a game to a game 6 and see where it goes. They can push it to a game 6 and see where it happens.
Milwaukee Bucks to the game 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can push a team to a game 6, and then it's now we're in a game 6. Anything could happen there.
That'd be a soft 6. It won't be the Milwaukee Bucks are really afraid.
That's what she said.
Fair. I'm just saying, you push it to a game 6. Don't you get that game on your floor before you got to go back, right?
I think it'd be. I don't think it'd be competitive in the Eastern Conference Final. They'll be competitive maybe the semis. And the first round for sure. Whoever they play in the first round.
Let's look at where it's at. Let's look at where it's at. If it just ended today, they would have the Raptors to start. I think they could beat the Raptors with Oladipo. Let's assume Oladipo is back and everything. With Oladipo, you don't think?
I think it'd go 6 or 7.
Oladipo's better than Lowry.
Yeah, but no one's better than Siakam on that team.
That's true.
They're deep, man. They're both deep teams. It'd be a fun fucking matchup if they play each other.
Pacers are fun
they'll play hard.
Right. And seeing the matchups, I don't know quite if they got it. Yeah. All right, yeah, that's tough.
It'd be like a 6-7 game series in the first round.
It's tough
and if they win, let's say they win, and then who they play? The 2-3 game?
That's true. And then I don't see them beating the Celtics, Heat, or Bucks.
The Celtics or the Heat, exactly.
That's tough. All right, that's true. Damn.
But that's a good point. Oladipo comes back, and all of a sudden,
I'm just saying,
they just play out of their mind.
I'm just saying,
and then they look.
Oladipo, because in Oladipo, I subscribe to the idea that when the reason superstars are important in the NBA is because they don't just score they attract the attention. If I don't have to, I don't even know who's the number 1 option for him right now, but whoever it is. Yeah, exactly. Once this guy comes, now you have less pressure on you and less defensive attention, and your shots get easier than they even were without Oladipo.
And that's exactly what's happened to Buddy Hield, man. So, I'm telling you, man.
Okay.
Yeah, the Buddy Hield effect, right?
Okay.
Guys, hating. Ooh, good shot.
Please.
Oh, let's go, Melo.
We were having a serious conversation about playoff teams, and then he had to say something.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, good block.
Oh, let's go, CJ.
See, CJ plays big. I be telling y'all. Look at that assist. Maybe not. Oh my God. This isn't looking great.
Feed him.
Offensively. Yeah, he wants it.
Yeah, he got to dribble it out first.
Yeah.
Get out of there. There it is.
All right, you got.
He's gonna do the same move as before. Nope.
Yeah, just bullying.
He's just bodying him.
Oh, so short.
Man, I kind of want him to go up higher. Like, why didn't?
Because he's.
No, you feel me? Did anyone else get that vibe right there?
Oh my God! He puts it through his legs 6 times.
I just want Melo to jump higher. That's all. We hashtag that. Oh yeah.
Goaltender.
Mm-hmm.
You end up making that move, Bo?
Portland
Yeah,
up
you did
11,
You weren't
though.
able to go grab anything?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll grab them out. They're in the fridge right now.
Nice.
Portland up 11. It's
It's
pretty
running
surprising,
away
man.
right now,
It's
though.
pretty
That's why,
surprising.
dude.
Paris predictions pregame was
Right, they want to get blown
That's
out.
why we call it Casey.
Ooh,
Casey,
ooh,
what
ooh.
did I say?
Clamps?
Casey Thomas.
Exactly.
Let's
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
James Harden with some good
He's
defense.
gonna shoot it though. Watch. Oh no, never mind. He gave it up.
That was surprising.
Gordon.
Ah,
Bad idea. Should have shot it.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to.
I'm just saying, man. Rockets, if they're missing from 3, anybody can beat
I'm
them.
telling
if
you,
ask me.
they're not a finals team. Period.
This guy's
At
telling me.
all.
Better
Western
than Megan.
Conference or
Western
finals?
Conference Finals. I don't think they're gonna get there.
Man,
Their bench is super
We
weak.
can
I'm surprised you think that
revisit
they're
this
so
in
good.
April or May.
He's
I'll
saying
tell you
he's
this.
saying Harden is that good.
I'm just
Like,
surprised
is
that you're
what
saying
trying
that
to
they're
say?
that
Yes,
good.
and I think
Okay.
Westbrook can turn on too. And I think Capella's that good.
I don't think Capella's that good.
I think
No.
so.
Those
Rebounds,
three,
blocks.
they got a good team. Like I'm telling you, they're just not as good as
You-
the rest of the West.
I don't know. I just think it's at some point James Harden's been knocking on this door fucking forever.
Chris Paul has been doing the same thing.
But he's not as good. Chris Paul's not as good as James Harden.
I think Chris Paul has a better career than James Harden has.
Oh,
So,
I don't know, man. I don't think at the end of the day you're going to say that. I think you say that because Chris Paul's so far advanced in his career. At the end of the day, though, we look at their careers. I think James Harden's going to have a better career.
Chris Paul's, I don't know.
Winning
That's like, you know what?
percentage and everything.
Maybe okay. All right, that's interesting to think about because Chris Paul's always been in the playoffs. So
Oh, shit.
not once has he missed the playoffs. That's crazy to think
No,
about too.
he had to miss the playoffs with
New Orleans? It was Charlotte.
Yeah, or no, New Orleans or Charlotte, whichever team that hell it was. I think it was New Orleans.
Yeah.
Oh. Nice board from Hassan Whiteside. We got 22 seconds left. Home for the last shot. Plus 13 for the Blazers right now. Somebody check your first half spreads. I gotta think Portland's making somebody some money. Terry Stotts.
Most improved on defense.
Terry Stotts drawing it up. Most improved player.
What you swiping at?
Yeah, what is he swiping at?
Yeah. Good job, Ben. That's defense right there, man.
Ben had nothing to do with that. That was Capella.
Please.
Like he's like, I had that steal right there. It was in my hands. I just missed it. 2 seconds behind. Hey, did you see Uncut Gems?
I haven't seen that yet.
All right,
Adam
so like,
Sandler?
yeah, exactly.
Nah.
Like if we're talking
Stop,
about
stop.
spreads and stuff like that, yo, that movie's a must watch.
Really?
Like, yeah, and
Is
KG,
that Netflix or no?
No.
It's on
It's in
theaters.
the
It's on
movie,
theaters.
yeah.
Yeah.
definitely watch Uncut Gems if you're watching. Just it's incredible.
Really?
KG like actually could act too. Like he did a real good job.
Is he acting as himself?
Yeah, he's acting himself. I think they tried to get LeBron to do it, but he's
Gotcha.
like, yo, this movie's I can't do this. I'm doing Space Jam.
Yeah.
This is not gonna work out.
Oh man.
All right, what was the score? 50. They're up 14.
We're 13,
13?
60 to 47.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna grab stuff and then here, let's go through.
We'll be back. Halftime.
All right.
This chick's running late.
So probably, yeah, our audio. Sorry, guys.
See, told you. Damn.
Yeah, thanks for checking.
See, that's why we can't be trusting Puri.
No, you can't. That would definitely have me double check. I hear it in the headphones, so I think we're good.
That's why. And that's why Puri's going to be stepping away for a couple weeks.
Yeah. Going on a sabbatical.
Well, man needs a vacation.
That's
But I feel it. Hey, man. Blazers really holding their own tonight. I'm glad to see it. Really glad to see it. That's all I'm saying. Up 9 points. All right, the lead is shrunken a little bit, but hey, if the Blazers can play like this more often, well, one, if the Blazers can play like this more often, apparently since the Houston Rockets can beat anybody in the West, like Puri says, they should be able to theoretically do the same. They cannot, man. Like on any given night in a series, that is the reason they haven't been able to. That's all I'm saying, man.
They've gone to the Western Conference Finals, I think, once or twice, but played the Warriors.
Okay, I think twice is a lot. I feel like
they played the Warriors, dude. These are one of the best teams with Kevin Durant.
Tough
right?
break. It's tough that you weren't the best.
Sorry.
And that was when their team was better too. That's the other thing I think you're discounting is that like you're acting like
had a better record.
They had a better roster. Is what I mean.
Who was on that roster?
No,
Trevor Ariza. First of all, Trevor
Ariza.
Ariza.
No.
Oh,
James
he was
Harden and Chris
perfect for
Paul.
D'Antoni.
No, but they didn't have a better team than the Warriors.
No, they're no.
No, not than right now. That's what I mean.
Gotcha.
They've gotten worse because they keep doing these crazy trades and cap relief and like.
I see Ariza.
Sure, James Harden's a little bit more potent though.
No.
He's a little bit more potent, but I mean, it's a small. Sure, they had a better roster then. Sure.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm telling you.
But then again, they're not playing the 71-win Warriors this year for sure.
You're right. You're right about that. It sucks that they had to go up against a good team. You know, it sucks for the Knicks and Patrick Ewing. They had to do the same.
The
and
Utah Jazz, Karl Malone. Exactly.
It's tough.
That's crazy.
It's unfortunate.
Did you ever look at like the NBA championships, the past like 30, 40 years, and just look at the list? Yeah. It's like the same. I feel bad for all those really, really good teams.
But I like that. I kind of like that. You don't like that about basketball. I like that about basketball. That like there's a top of the summit, and you don't get to be on the top. Like in NFL, there's always a new team that's kind of is like getting on the top of the summit. And like the Patriots been there for a while, and it's like there's just more parity in the league.
But you
like that? It's because there's 11 people that you're relying on rather than 5 people.
I think that's kind of it. But I think that like free agency and certainly the amount of players on the roster or whatever, definitely superstar concentrated talent is more important in the NBA without a doubt. Mm-hmm. But I do think that one of the things I like about the NBA is that like it's like a club of who can win, and then you have to break into that club, and you got to like kick in the door and announce you're here. Well, you just got to kick in the door and announce you're here.
That happens more frequently in the NFL.
In the NFL, it's like, we just had a hot year. You know, like the Philadelphia Eagles, like
sure.
No, but that's not necessarily true either, because it's not every year.
The LA Rams.
You do have teams that are just consistently.
But there's a
good.
New team can just break in. The Niners and the Titans. The Niners and the Titans. Exactly. The Niners and the Titans this year is just
but
like
then
I
you
don't
didn't
know.
watch football in the 80s and 90s then and everything like that. So
when they were hand checking.
Right, exactly. When they were hand checking. When free agency wasn't a thing as well.
But that's my point. But like when you look at the records and everything, the NBA championships, you just start noticing that like, man, the Houston Rockets, what they did in the 90s, like is incredible, man. To just like spread up and to like mess up the Detroit Pistons and mess up the Jordan era and stuff like that.
No,
like
they didn't mess up the Jordan. The Rockets did not mess up Jordan era. Jordan.
He left.
He was out early.
I'm just saying, just to mess up that
which they still won like 60 games.
Yeah, they did. So that's crazy.
It was a good fucking team.
Good job, Melo. Push him back. Bully him. Ooh, fade away.
Oh.
That's his butter right there.
Harden can't guard him.
That's it.
Harden can't guard him, right? Harden can't guard Melo. Okay, I got something to say.
Double team early.
Melo.
Ooh.
Is
most
he
approved.
Is he right? Most approved.
You jinxed it.
Is Melo not proving that it's pretty ridiculous he didn't get a contract sooner?
Yeah, he's definitely proved that already.
What
he's
the
proved
hell?
That for sure already.
I don't know what that's about,
What
dude.
would that be, though? Like,
I just think that like everyone's always talking about fit, this and that, and it's like, okay, he was out of the league how long?
Yeah.
Come
like
on,
a
man.
Year and a half.
He wasn't deserving of a 10-day contract from somebody?
Yeah. I mean, they were all going off of what OKC
What
said. was it before OKC?
Maybe it was like it needed to be a good fit, like that type of thing.
Absolutely.
Like his
Who wanted to take a risk on him?
Yeah, no, but his style of play was just not conducive to
Dude,
like any team at this point. Like
I guess
Portland needed
the Kings need
a scorer. Yeah, right. That's what I'm trying to say. That's exactly what I was waiting for him to be done saying.
No, I'm not gonna say that at all.
Yeah,
exactly. I even though wanted Melo.
Y'all are giving up McLemore. You don't need McLemore. You don't need Melo, and you're 13th in the West.
just wouldn't be able to pay that dude.
No, who was it? What team was he on before OKC?
Houston, man.
Yes.
No, Houston was after OKC.
So then,
Right? Yeah, it was
Denver?
OKC then
yes,
Houston.
that's true.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But then it was the Knicks before that.
Yeah, so then
Knicks
it was
was
all
Knicks and
then
it was
Nuggets.
all like beef. Beef was happening. The Knicks was happening.
It was the Knicks, man. And it was also
OKC,
Amari,
he wasn't
too.
playing well.
Yeah, it
He
was
didn't play
Amari,
well.
too, though.
OKC.
It just seems odd to me
Rockets
that he
too.
wouldn't get a 10-day contract with somebody.
Yeah.
Even when you get a guy who gets a sprained ankle, you get a power forward with a sprained ankle, and you need some
That's
shooting.
true.
Like, I don't see how he's not
At
the
least a
filler.
10 day. Maybe he didn't sign. Or he didn't want to sign in 10 days.
And that's, I guess, that's what I wouldn't know. Not being an insider, someone get Woj on the phone.
Did you ever see that the what's it called, the Game of Thrones thing that they Bleacher
Oh,
Report
of
did?
course,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Those
Game
are
of
like
Zones.
Game of
Yeah,
Zones.
the Game of
yeah.
Zones, and they made fun of Carmelo for just like needing the ball,
Yeah.
shit like
They
that.
call him a black hole and all this.
Man,
And that's
like
probably
old English.
And that's
Yeah.
probably exactly what it was too. Just
Perception
mellow being mellow, man.
Perception influencing reality more
Yeah.
so than anything, though, right?
Assuming he's gonna have an ego and not play hard.
Yeah, it's like
Not be a team player.
it seems very unfair that that's the rap that he got or whatever. A nice
Good
pass.
Oh, let's go with assists.
Oh,
Oh,
you
here we
missed
go.
it.
Role players not making plays.
Bazemore, dude. What the fuck was that?
A
He's
reverse
having a decent
layup.
year,
He
too.
just missed.
You gonna wear them
Oh
shorts?
my
Oh.
god. See what I mean?
Damn, and Bazemore fell into the stands.
See what I mean?
And
Bazemore-
he put his head down
Yeah,
too.
he's like, damn, that was the worst sequence. He's like, above the booth saw that. They calling me out, man. Damn.
Capella is a weapon, man. He's a weapon.
He's a weapon, no doubt. He's like, he's young DeAndre Jordan.
That's a good comparison.
That is
Think
really
so.
good.
I was way short, Melo. He's hurt.
Alright.
Take him out.
Oh,
No way.
Oh.
That was a easy foul.
yeah, easy call. He's shifting his weight. Man, come
It's
on.
still
I want to see.
10,
I want to see the Blazers get this win, so Puri can know that the Nuggets are better than the Rockets.
That'll be two game loss. Two game losing streak.
What about D'Antoni? Maybe it's just like a coaching style that can't win in the NBA, you know?
Yeah.
Score check. Who's leading scores for both teams?
Still Whiteside?
Nope.
No.
Dame.
Carmelo, 15, baby, efficient too, 6 of 8 from the field.
Dude has to shoot more, man.
And no free throws too, huh?
Correct. Three free throws.
Three free
Three
throws.
free throws.
Yeah, I can't speak either.
Yeah, seriously, it's tough. No, it's the fra with the thra. Come on, man. You gotta forget. We need a speech language
Give it to him
pathologist
now.
to get this
Ooh,
right.
Dame doing work.
Come on, James.
Oh,
Look,
buckets,
Z James not
easy.
even trying.
He didn't
Shocking.
say he did the
Serious,
job.
no one's talking to you.
Shocking.
He did the job. Then. Let him
Feds
go
are
by.
listening.
Always, man.
That's not happening,
Doink.
Russ.
Oh.
Ooh, he made it.
Yeah, man.
I didn't expect
We got too much facial hair on this live stream. They're definitely checking us. Oh, man.
Speaking of, did you see this TV show Messiah on Netflix?
I'm missing.
Must watch.
Yeah,
It's
must
pretty
watch.
decent,
On
man.
Netflix?
It's
Sorry.
must watch.
Okay.
The whole premise is if a Messiah came back, what would happen, and would you believe it?
All right. I
And
like
it's not a documentary; it's like a fiction.
Okay.
It's good though, man.
All right.
I like it.
I need to take a look.
It's like a 10, then maybe 8 episode season.
When Jordan came back, did you expect him to be the best player in the league
Jordan.
still?
Yes.
You did?
When he came back,
Yes.
oh, I don't know. I was too young then.
Yes.
I was like 8 years old.
Nah, I was watching. And
I was moving on, man. I bought the Hakeem Olajuwon sneakers and everything like that. I was like, I
You
was
was
all about
hyped.
the Rockets and stuff
You
like
was
that.
hyped. You
I
thought
was
you had it.
definitely very, very hyped on Hakeem and the Houston Rockets.
Hey, nah, the Dream Shake. I like the Rockets too, just
Yeah.
to see if someone could challenge the Bulls. But also, I assumed that he was going to come back and they were going to be the best.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Speaking of that Kirk guy that we follow on Twitter,
Yes.
he showed a video that step through that Hakeem does that a lot of people do now is not a walk. Like the NBA, they won't call it, but if you do it out here,
They'll call it because it looks like a
They
walk.
do that pump fake, and
Yeah,
then you come
and
over
you
and you
come within
jump
a
off
step.
that other foot.
Yes.
That counts as your second foot.
I got you.
Your
So you're
second
saying you
step.
get one step, but then you jump off 2
If
feet.
I pivot, like if I pump fake
And
like
step
this,
through
and
and
step
jump off 2
through,
feet. But you got to
step
jump off 2 feet.
No, you can step
No,
off of one foot.
yeah.
That
And
opposite
and
foot.
you have to
That's
gather
it.
those.
That free foot,
Yeah.
you can step off of that, and that's your second foot.
See, that seems like a
Yes,
travel.
there was
But
like
it's not a
exactly.
travel, though,
It's
man.
not. There was like a
Yeah.
2-minute video on his Twitter
Alright,
telling
it's
us
not a
it's
travel.
not a travel.
I'll take a look
But
at
they
it.
will call it.
Okay.
Right? It's like it's one of those like you don't put like you know tomatoes are vegetable, but you don't put it in, or you know it's a fruit, but you don't put it in a fruit salad or whatever,
Gotcha.
right? Because
Okay.
you know if you do that, they're gonna call it out
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. No, definitely out here. These refs are not good enough. I got in an argument with one of them yesterday.
Well, not even even if you play rec ball,
man.
you know they're gonna
Yeah,
call
I
that.
got you. Pickleball. I feel it.
Yesterday, Dennis Schroeder got called with 2 travels too. Just basically
the step throughs.
Yeah, so.
Damn.
Well,
he got fouled on that, and
one
he
of them
still
he
made
palmed it.
Oh, he carried it like
he carried it.
CJ was doing.
Yeah, exactly. But twice.
He's
the
pretty
same
crafty.
minute too.
It's probably the same ref too. Ooh, tough shot.
Man, I think it would be really interesting to see if James Harden got hand checked all the time. If he I would want to see how he looks.
He's a big dude.
He's gonna
man.
swing through and get that foul.
But that's the thing; they didn't always call it like that.
But that is still a foul, though. No,
Sure, it's a foul.
Yeah.
No, I agree, it's a foul.
Yeah.
It's a foul, especially if
He'll get that call. If not, he'll use that weight against you, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Dude's big.
I just would want to see it. I
He's
guess.
stronger than he's one of the strongest players too.
I'd want to see it as well.
Who was your defensive when you were watching basketball in the '90s? Then, who did you like to watch?
I like some Ron Harper defense.
Yeah, I was about to exactly.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about hand checking a lot.
Exactly. So.
That's a foul.
How is he not getting anything? I feel like Lillard deserves a foul here.
Little.
Oh,
house.
No foul.
Foul and 1. Good finish.
Yo, why does everyone keep scoring on Bazemore? He keeps trying to block people. Ooh. Hey, Sacramento. Only down 4 at halftime today. Coming after the Mavericks.
Does that say 71-67?
Yeah.
That's dumb. That's dumb, stupid. That's crazy.
At half? That's the half? Oh,
That's
my
stupid.
God.
What a defense.
There's no defense.
Defense.
In that game.
See, this is what I'm talking about. The 90s, man. Come on. Yo, games was grinding. It was like, yo, they got 89 points. That was a lot.
They also weren't shooting as well.
That's true. Or as much.
Threes. Yeah.
Or as much.
Should have pulled that.
No, man. You see,
there's a double. There's a double.
He's going to shoot it, though.
Oh,
we got through it.
But he missed it.
We here.
Oh.
What are you doing, Clint? Oh, my God.
Yeah,
that's
his
all right.
touch was not there.
That's all right, though. He got the board. He gets to shoot it.
Bang, bang.
Good stuff.
Ooh,
Yeah,
he was
man.
vertical.
No.
He jumped forward.
He obviously jumped forward and tried to close him off to the baseline. I mean, he was jumping into him for sure.
Who was it on? House.
Tom House. He was going towards him and towards the baseline, and then he bumped him, and he still kept going towards the baseline.
74-65.
4:46 left.
0 for 5.
6 for 13.
That's not great.
So Dame's a second half player. Don't let him play.
No, he's definitely a clutch player.
Yeah.
Is he gonna be another one of these players where talking about didn't get a ring?
Oh no, he's definitely getting a ring.
He's definitely not getting a
No,
ring.
because he's gonna stay with the Blazers his entire career.
You think so?
And the Blazers are gonna get one?
No, they're not.
He's saying he's not. Yeah, he's saying he's definitely not gonna get a
They're
ring.
not.
Gotcha.
I don't know, man. Could happen.
They don't have the draft picks. They're not gonna trade CJ. I don't think they're gonna make any moves.
Well, you've been wrong so far.
Very true.
It
Very
would be
true.
nice if they.
Very
I can
true.
see, and he
I
could.
wanna see him.
Who knows
I
if he
wanna
could
see him
do?
get
He
one.
could pull a. He could pull a Celtics big three. You know what I'm saying? Once you're towards.
Well, who are they gonna trade? They don't have the cap space for 2 other. All-star
No,
players.
not coming to him though. I mean, I could see him leave. I guess I'm seeing him leave at that point.
Gotcha,
So
gotcha.
he's not Paul Pierce. He's more like the Ray Allen in that situation. Like he shows
know,
up
man.
when Garnett shows up and get
I
it
don't know. He
popping.
seems like he's a pretty
Why'd you
loyal
give that
cat,
up,
and
though?
we'll get his jersey retired if he stays.
Man, he can get his
I don't know if
jersey
you wanna give
retired.
that up.
He can get his jersey retired if he don't stay, and especially if he can get,
Ooh, super
especially
ugly.
if he can get back to dude. Honestly, you know who should trade for him? The Kings. Bring him back to NorCal. Seriously, bring him back to NorCal and get rid of him. Get rid of this
The
dude.
Kings will hit that button in a second. They can.
Right?
They'll trade the whole
If they
damn
trade,
team.
no, they got to trade. What's his name? Who's the young point guard?
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox. You get rid of De'Aaron Fox as part of a
Dame?
deal, and then they're obviously gonna have a high
Bagley.
deficit.
They could get rid of Bagley too.
No,
They got to get rid of Bagley and a pick.
you telling me Bagley, Fox,
not-
and
he's not
dude? I
doing
think Bagley and
anything.
Fox gets it done.
Nah, for Dame?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
No.
All
They
right.
need a pick in there. No, they're not good enough, man.
Okay.
That's crazy. That
Nor did
Luka
they
is
sell that
crazy.
many tickets.
Nah, not even that. Man, they're so underperforming. Biggest disappointment. Hate talking to anybody about that.
I can't wait to go back to what we got recorded preseason. You know, Roy's big hype.
That they're a
Kings all the
7th
way.
seed.
Kings all the way.
Still a possibility.
I mean,
So whatever.
we definitely didn't think that Mavs were going to be this good.
That's true.
60.
As if they were hyped, that kind of thing. Like that.
I mean, we were talking. Luka was like top 20 player according to ESPN and shit. He's like top 15, top 10 so far.
No, he's top 10. He might even get into the top 5.
It's miraculous because he's not athletic, dude.
Why do you keep on saying he's not athletic?
He's not. Is he fast?
But he can dunk.
He can move. He could get by.
The fact that he can dunk, I mean.
And he's 6'6" or some shit.
Exactly. No,
Everybody that inside
bigger
can
than
dunk.
I know 6'6" people that can't dunk, so.
Okay.
Luka's athletic.
We're talking on the average sense. Yes, he's athletic in terms of humanoids walking this earth. Yes. The top 1% echelon, he does not. He's on the bottom of the list.
So here's a good question. What about Jokic then? Like, you think he's like one of the
He's
top
not
10 players?
athletic.
Yeah, but he's one of the top 10 players in the league.
I'm not saying he's not good. I'm saying athleticism. I'm speaking on athleticism. Is he fast? Does his legs move fast? Does he jump high? He does not. None of those. That's why I'm impressed by him, because it's more of a skill set based thing. A skill based set.
Portland up 16.
Spin those birds together.
Yeah, I got you. Portland up 16, by the way.
I love the fact that, because like I like the fact that Luka is incredible. Like, Luka's incredible.
You like him because you think that
No,
if you were in the NBA, you would be like you.
I don't have that athleticism, but I can shoot. I can dribble.
Look, Luka is incredible because like his game set, his skill set is better than everybody else's in the NBA, because his skill set is like he's an above average shooter, way above average.
Yeah.
And he knows.
So Luka Doncic's
basketball
skill set is above LeBron's skill set.
No, not yet.
Yes,
not yet.
but he said that. He said, we'll let him
He didn't
let
mean
him
like
articulate.
Yeah, he didn't mean like
Not yet, but he will get there, without a doubt.
No, he can definitely get there.
His basketball IQ is incredible.
The amount of growth he's just shown in just this year shows that he can definitely be the best player in the league for sure. If that's what you're saying, yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I'm definitely not going to fight
He's a
that.
problem, dude. He's on the scouting report and still getting triple doubles.
And like, he's got the step back. He'll drive slow and find someone, or he'll put a floater. It's like
he's strong and he can shoot.
Yeah,
but that's also
it's
like
not athleticism.
But why do you say that's timing? Timing is athleticism.
No, timing is not athleticism. Timing is not athleticism. He's not fast. He's not fast.
Because it's similar to a Chris Paul. Like, it's similar to a Chris Paul in that way, right? It's a timing.
Chris Paul is kind of fast though.
Back in the day, it's more the timing. I mean, his herky jerkiness and like
that's athleticism.
Get off me. Well, no, he does like that bump. Get off me. Slow down, shit.
But to put one ball in one hand to the other hand is faster than like majority of the NBA.
That's fair. Yeah.
So
that's athleticism.
Do you play basketball at all? Kaylin? No.
All right.
Do you know?
Okay.
How long ago was that?
Like middle school.
Middle school. Okay, middle school basketball.
But you've done it.
Who do you think would have been one of your favorite players, like as of right now?
That's a tough ass. That's a tough ass.
She's like, whoever's the most handsome.
Yeah, exactly. The cute one.
No. The cute one.
The cute tall one.
No,
there's no cute ones.
Strong one.
The strong ones.
All right.
Strong
And
one.
Luka,
The big strong
Luka doesn't
ones.
have to be
The fast ones.
Fast ones,
Okay.
okay. Maybe
Okay.
not then.
All right.
All right, so
Informal.
I'm trying to figure out like how do you judge somebody based off like one of the best players, right? You don't have.
He's
to be
one of the
that
best
athletic.
players. Yes.
He is one of the best.
Yes,
players.
but he's not athletic, man. That's all I'm saying.
Skill, right?
Jokic is skill based. He's not athletic, man. It's skill based. Jokic can barely dunk at 7'1", 7'2", whatever the hell he is.
That's not true at all, man.
It is true.
It's not. He can't barely dunk.
He can barely dunk.
He
That's
just has to
cold-blooded.
shoot
He
over
doesn't
everybody.
jump when he shoots. Like, he can't jump that well. Luka can't jump that well, can't run that fast. But I do think he is somewhat jerky, and I think his strength and his shooting ability open up a lot for him.
I think that's well said.
And he's fun to watch, though. Like, I'm not knocking him from not being athletic. If anything, I'm praising him for not being athletic and still killing.
He's bringing
wait,
guys
so-
like Roy into the game, like they
man,
want to watch.
So like
Exactly.
what
Paul
a bit
Pierce,
like I'm thinking
point two.
like Paul Pierce, Carmelo Anthony, and stuff like that. People that aren't really that fast. That
Sure.
like they're just.
Melo was kind of
shooters.
athletic back in the day.
He was never.
He's like
athletic
40
back.
years old
See
right
that
now.
bounce?
But
You see that bounce?
But even before, man, like coming out and stuff like that, he was never super fast. He just had that jump.
He was, sure. He was
that
strong and
baseline,
fast,
that 15-footer, that kind of stuff.
He wasn't
like
one
that.
of the quickest players.
Not at all.
He could dunk on people though. Back in the day.
And I guess like it comes in matchups. Like you had to put someone big on Melo because he take him into the post.
Stronger, exactly.
Yo, that's gonna
if
be
not,
crazy,
he's gonna go
though.
past you.
That's all I'm
That's
saying.
interesting. 5 years, 6 years, that matchup for Luke is gonna probably be a lot like he's not gonna be able to have it anymore. So his game is gonna have to like evolve a lot better.
I don't know. When you shoot like he does, I feel like you got game forever.
Well, no, I'm saying like there's gonna be other
I agree.
6'6", 6'7" guards, that kind of thing.
He's
like that.
Jason
There's gonna be,
Kidd
like-
with a shot.
Yeah, I mean,
And like he's Jason Kidd with scoring ability.
Oh, because he's
he's good,
moving the
man.
ball.
He's good.
Okay.
But it's like like think about him and Trae Young went back to back. Like you could not lose on either one of those. Maybe Luka gets the nod right now, but either one of those, fuck, like.
Give Trae Young anybody on his team,
they'd
be doing better.
Exactly. They like you couldn't lose either one of those picks.
Mm-hmm. Fair, very fair. That's that. Yo, looking back on that draft is gonna be fun to do. And
who else was that year?
Bagley.
Okay, well, we've seen how that goes.
I think the Kings have poisoned him more than anything. And he got hurt, or was it steroids?
No, he got hurt. No.
That was Ayton.
That was John Collins too.
Yeah, Collins and Ayton.
Yeah.
Bro, this is a blowout, but the other way.
Oh dang! Trae Young was traded for Luka. That's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what
like,
you're saying. That
you couldn't like go wrong. Like yeah, you traded, and maybe Luka gets the nod right now, but fuck, Trae Young is good too.
He's incredible, actually, man. He's just not good yet. So.
But he does have some athleticism. He's quick.
Yeah, we could be looking back on this one. DeAndre Ayton for number 1.
Okay.
Bagley 2. Doncic. Darren Jackson. Jaren Jackson, sorry. Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson. No, he's good.
Memphis.
He's good.
He's
big strong.
He's not consistent, though.
Yeah, he's not consistent at all.
But now that John Morant's there, I feel like you're going to see him doing his thing like Collins is going to be doing with Trae Young.
Mm-hmm.
Mo Bamba.
What happened to him, man?
Yeah, he's not doing much yet.
He's Orlando, but I don't even.
They were deep at big man, I think.
I don't know what happened to him. But no, Jared Jackson is very inconsistent, man.
Yeah, I haven't watched enough of them getting the Grizzlies to get a full temperature.
Because he plays like a 19-year-old kid too. So
he is.
Yeah, so.
We got a 17-point game. If anyone's watching, 1:30 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, we haven't even played a good. We haven't had a good game yet.
It really hasn't. It's been a blowout, just like Puri called it. Ooh, then it slows down in this draft. By the way, it was Wendell Carter Jr. at 7 for the Bulls. He's solid. He's getting minutes, so I mean I can't argue.
Have a long career.
But then it kind of falls off. Colin Sexton, Kevin Knox, Michael Bridges.
He's decent. He's hitting it in Charlotte. Yeah.
We get back into it though. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah.
And Miles Bridges. Michael Porter Jr. as well this draft.
He had injury problems, so he's slumped. He was going to be like number 1, I think, that year before he got hurt.
Right. Yes, absolutely. Coming out of high school, he was a highly touted prospect. Mm-hmm. Troy Brown, Washington.
He's actually doing okay this year.
Okay.
Wow. It's the Wizards.
Zaire Smith, Dante DiVincenzo.
Okay.
Grayson Allen.
Nah.
He's a scrub, man.
Aaron Holiday. He ain't been bad. He's over there for the Pacers, right?
Yeah.
Mo Wagner. Landry Shamet.
Okay.
Shamet.
Sharpshooter.
Sure, Shamet.
Oh, let's go. Eric plucked him. Not that it matters. 50-point game.
A game of runs, though.
Assist.
Nope.
Yeah, he had to shoot it quick, though. He shot it too quick, but he had to shoot it quick. I don't know what this is, but it does not taste as good as the White Claws.
It's a ginger beer. I got it for it because Bree.
It's kombucha.
Yeah, it's kombucha, basically.
I'm good, man. I don't need to drink.
Yeah. Next time, don't get this, please.
We're sponsored by, was it Dovefish?
Yeah, exactly. So it should be.
Which one is it?
Kombucha.
Is it not Dovefish? What is it?
Which?
Big Kahuna? Or
no.
Oh, yeah,
Kona,
right,
Kona.
exactly. Kona Brewing. Yeah, Kona Brewing.
What did you say?
I was thinking dogfish.
He said
Dogfish.
dogfish. Dogfish, yeah.
Oh, that's an East Coast thing, man.
Yeah, that's Delaware.
Yeah. Talking about Delaware, they're about to win the CAA too, man. So
the men or the women?
The men. They're pretty decent too.
Are
so.
they?
Deladon just won a WNBA title.
That was fun.
Right. Speaking of which, anybody got anything to say about the WNBA CBA?
Good for them, man.
Yeah, I'm glad to see it.
I think it's a long time coming too.
Of course,
it's crazy.
Absolutely.
That it's never happened.
I think it's crazy that the owners aren't willing to put the money down to make it happen as well. Honestly, they're getting plenty of revenue, especially.
What was that, Russ?
That was sick. They're getting plenty of revenue from the NBA as well as from the deals they have in China, as well as the new TV broadcasting deals. For them to not want to put up the funds in order to have the WNBA be the thriving league is kind of disappointing.
Roy had asked a good question. Is there a player contract? Is it revenue sharing like the men, or is it just based off, okay, this is the minimum, this is...
No, I think they do have. I think they argued for a larger share in this new CBA. Yes,
Gotcha.
Yes, that was, and it's more commensurate to exactly what the men are getting. I don't think it's completely the same percentage, but exactly. Yeah. They're certainly getting closer, and it's bringing more in line. I think average salary increased to $130,000 for the average salary for a
Which is
WNBA, which is great because
top
before
5%.
exactly. Well, it's great because I think it's great because they're professional athletes and they kind of deserve that. They're trying to take care of their bodies, but also before they were coming into the league, I think and making like $50,000, and so I think the rookies have been moved up to 70, and it's obviously league wide. Everyone's salary is going to be increasing with
Their
this.
season wasn't that long. They're only 3 months long.
Yeah.
So you say you have a month beforehand training camp,
Mhm.
and postseason maybe you have another month on top of that. So
Yeah.
you have 5 months maybe, and you make 130. Fuck.
Mhm.
That's winning, bro.
And then you could. Well, they actually prevent you from going overseas now, right? Too. Like
Well,
gifting? Yeah.
I'm not 100, but I think it makes
Yeah, in the
sense.
off-season,
That
so.
makes sense. But yeah, and that's the other issue that I'm glad they're getting paid more because they had to go overseas to actually play.
Yeah.
In EuroLeague,
Russia.
starting salary is 100K if they're in
That's
the top
nice.
women's league in
That's-
Europe, and it's like, why were you only getting 50K in America?
Well, are those leagues more popular?
I'm sure they probably do have more attendance at them. I would bet, but I would have to look into it. But clearly, if they're getting paid 100K to start,
Yeah.
that's.
There's no way that they're better than the girls here.
Oh yeah, I don't think
No,
they're.
no,
Yeah,
no,
I
yeah.
don't think there's any way they could be because
Yeah.
the women usually win the gold,
Mm.
right? So
And I'm trying to think of like, what about like how the NBA is trying to make it like a global game and like have different teams and having the African games and stuff like
Yeah.
that they're about to do next year.
FIBA.
Yeah, exactly. But not just FIBA, but the NBA.
but the
is
actual
actually-
NBA is like
Oh.
having its own
Yeah,
African
so-
league.
So it's going to be interesting to see if the women eventually, if they decide to do something progressive and do move forward, like let's have teams in Canada and let's have teams in Mexico and like actually just promote the game
Bring-
and actually have
connect
teams.
the world through
Ex-
basketball.
Exactly.
I got you.
And you could do that with
Wait,
the
in
women's
different
league.
leagues or like the WNBA?
I think he's saying have
having-
them in the NBA. Yeah, I think he's
So
saying
have a
expanding
team.
to Vancouver, expanding to Mexico City as
If
an
the,
actual.
if
Gotcha.
the season is that short, just why not?
More
you
power
know,
to
so-
them.
Yeah.
I think the NBA wants to do that at some
Yeah, exactly.
point.
That's what they wanted. That's why they have.
They had Vancouver
They're
at some
having
point.
Mexico City games next year too. So which is
Well,
gonna
they've
be.
had that for the past 5 years, I think,
Right.
something like that.
Yeah.
But not an actual team that's there full time.
I didn't know that.
I think the only
Well,
issue
they
you
had
find
the
with
Grizzlies
games,
came
yeah.
from Vancouver.
Yeah.
I think Canada and Mexico could probably do it because time zones kind of match-ish.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
once you get out of those two countries, I think it gets
tough.
a little
Yeah.
tougher just in terms
Maybe
of travel.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Okay. You can do Caribbean. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can give them that. But I don't know. It's a lot of. If they get hit with a hurricane, it's not
Yeah,
good.
but that's the same thing here. Earthquakes and stuff like that.
That's true, but less effective. I feel like Puerto Rico's been hit by
more
several.
frequently.
Yeah.
I think I hit with an earthquake recently
I'm
too.
saying, man. So
Not
shout out to
bad.
our Puerto Rican viewers out there. Hopefully y'all doing all right out there.
All zero, you guys.
Yeah, exactly. And shout out, and hey man, and shout out to Australia. We hope you're doing well with the brush fires. You know, we woke out here. Save the koalas, that too. Oh, we out here. We out here.
We're still playing too. So
Who?
good for him. JJ.
There's
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
Right.
So.
Yeah, he shows up
He's
like
still
every
playing.
4 or 5
He
games.
does,
Has a good
yeah.
game. And I was like, all right.
He's still
And
playing.
Just watching
man.
Luka do his thing.
Right. And just to wrap up on the WNBA's new CBA, glad to see him agree to it. The women are getting paid more, which is dope, and they agreed to better conditions for the players to play in, both travel as well as provisions for family planning and improvements in player accommodations,
Nice.
as well as marketing opportunities, which they're
Gotcha.
trying to give them as
That's
well.
what I wanted to
Nice.
ask too about
So-
the provisions for family.
Yeah.
Like, what is that the same thing considered in the NBA too? Like, do the NBA players in their CBA have the exact same thing?
No.
No, then I don't.
Because
But
this is
that's
like
'cause-
maternity leave.
Yeah,
It's
exactly,
this is
because women have
maternity leave.
babies and
I know,
men
yeah,
don't.
but the thing is, like,
So yeah, yes, the men get paid if they miss for leave, if that's granted by the team, then they get paid for those. But the women were fighting for that in order to be able to like step away from the game, have a baby, and get paid the entire time they were doing that.
I
So
see.
that's what
That's
I think.
insane that they weren't getting.
They
paid
were not
before.
getting that before. Yeah.
That's nuts.
Well, I don't think you'll get. I think you can take like a game or two off in the NBA.
Right.
They don't take like
Well, yeah,
months
but
at a
that's
time.
what-
Agreed,
that's
but the
what I
point
was
is,
asking
the
too, like,
point
why
is they
would-
do get paid for it. They do
Yeah,
get paid
yeah,
for
yeah,
if they miss a game. It's not like, oh, you don't get paid. You don't get that game check if you don't show up at
Yeah.
the game
Gotcha.
tonight. But you're right. They don't get to do it for a month or
Yeah.
2 months or whatever like people do in the normal working sectors. But I'm glad to see that for the WNBA. Shout out to whoever was leading those negotiations.
Who is their president?
I
don't
am
know.
definitely not sure about that, but we should look it up and give a shout out to her.
I
on our
think the
next one.
president of the NBA Players
No.
Association is a
It's
woman.
yes.
Oh,
It's a
yeah,
black
yeah,
woman,
yeah.
yes. Correct. But I don't think she's leading the same negotiations over
No,
there.
absolutely not.
Right.
No, she's
It's
way
gotta
too
be a lot of
busy to
work.
be doing that.
Glad to see Houston's actually getting back in this game. 82-90. Portland still got the lead. They got the ball, trying to find somebody.
Horrible
4-3,
defense.
okay.
Bench players. There you go.
Horrible
Hey, man.
defense.
Someone hit it. That looked like an assist to me. Let's take a look at those assist
That was a set
counts.
play too.
Right? Let's take a look at that assist count, shall we? What do we think? So
They were trying to take advantage of Simons in the paint, but they haven't been able to.
He's too big, man. Nice.
Russell got one bucket on him, but the other 2 times, no luck.
Blazers above their average, sitting not above, but they've hit their average already for 18, 19 assists. Yeah, 19 assists for him.
And it's early in the fourth quarter, man.
Yeah,
And
They're gonna be
are
moving.
they out assisting the Rockets?
I gotta think they are.
Yeah, me too.
I think there's a lot of teams that.
17 for the Rockets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, where'd you find your thing? Your bottle opener.
Put that away. No, I'm not sure. Oh, it's right over here. It's right next. It's literally under the one that you just put in there.
Hey, what do you think about Rob Pelinka, man?
Yeah, I don't have no opinion on it.
No opinion at all.
No, I mean, more power to him.
Well, they
I
extended
don't
and promoted him.
Yeah.
You think that he earned that?
More power. Not that he earned it. I just
See
think
what I'm
that.
saying?
That's what we're
Exactly.
asking.
Like, I'm
But
saying,
I don't hate it either though, because I mean the Lakers have success.
Do you think that he's the reason that they're having success?
I don't know,
No,
man.
no, I wouldn't say
So
so.
why
Agreed.
extend the dude?
I think
you
if
know?
anything,
Rich Paul.
Rich Paul has as much as
AD. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's all I'm saying. But
Yeah.
hey, but again, more power to him. I'm not saying he shouldn't get that, but I
Yeah.
am saying like if we're giving it to him as a result of what he's accomplished, it's like, well,
Why would
how
you
much
do
did he
that,
really
man?
accomplish?
Yeah, it was more of like a process of elimination. Like, who are you just going to hire somebody else from the outside to come in and do all this?
What was the extension? Was it like 5 years, 4 years?
I wasn't even sure about that.
And I don't even know if they're guaranteed and like those at that level. Are you
They're
guaranteed?
not,
You can just
no.
get them out like
Yeah,
the next
you can
year if
just
he
fire
does
him
bad.
if you want
I
to.
got you.
But I think you get paid. Well, I think it's guaranteed, but it's like it doesn't count to your salary cap, so it doesn't matter as much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you don't want to
people
pay
and
him,
coaches.
sure.
People and coaches can get fired all the time, and it
Yeah.
really doesn't matter because it's
Gotcha.
like, yep, you got to pay me, so it's, or whatever his agent has worked out in his deal. You know what
Gotcha.
I mean? I think it's a case by case basis, most likely. But I think most of the coaches get some sort of severance package if they do get fired, as well as GMs. But yeah, more power to him. I just like Davis wanted to go there, James wanted to go there, and then they had the same agent, and then like after that, other
Well,
players
they had
wanted to
some
go
good
there.
Signings, right? They had some good signings. Rondo was a good pickup.
But like
Danny
Rondo
Green was.
did,
Danny Green was a good pickup.
but Danny Green wanted to go there because they had James. Anybody they got after James and Davis were there is not like impressive to me, honestly. I think that that's obvious.
In terms of like their talent, or you?
Well,
mean,
in terms of like, I don't think it's fair to say Pelinka's responsible for bringing Danny Green in because Danny Green went after AD and LeBron were already in place. So it's like, yeah,
well, he could have very much went to the Clippers.
he could have, yes, but what I'm saying is that they didn't go there because like Rob Pelinka was on it and targeted Danny Green and was like,
Who's
"Where you
Danny
got this
Green's
guy?"
agent?
He's not out there sniping. Like,
I'm just saying, exactly.
Gotcha. Bringing in a Paul George, like Doc River,
exactly.
like whoever
like,
the guy is over there.
like I gotta give. I guess like when I see like Bob Myers sign Andre Iguodala for the Warriors, and that was before they had Durant. I was like, oh man, that was a dope ass like move from Bob Myers because I feel like he saw something that other people weren't seeing. So Iguodala had some success with the Sixers, but no one really knew that he was like the weapon that the Warriors really utilized him as,
Gotcha.
especially as they
MVP.
exactly
and
the
foreseeing
Finals MVP.
that fit.
Exactly. So that's a thing where I gotta say like, oh, that front office guy knew what he was doing and went and he like spiked that play.
There's nothing like that Rob Pelinka can say
That's
that
all I'm
he's
saying.
done. Sure.
But
Sure.
I mean, he brought in Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, and
Or maybe he brought in LeBron too. Maybe
No.
he was a big factor in bringing LeBron.
That wasn't the case at all.
Yeah, right.
Maybe.
I think that was the Lakers' lore and LeBron being all about it and like
Yeah, Magic.
California. Yeah,
No, it was,
maybe a little
was,
Magic.
It was a production company that was in.
It was
LA
Magic the
already.
player, not
So-
Magic the GM or
Yeah.
president of
The
operations.
Magic, the businessman. Probably.
Yeah. I'll give him that.
Ooh, good stuff, Russ.
14-point game. Come on, give me something, Rockets. I thought you were supposed to be like contending.
What is it? They're just not shooting well.
Yeah, I think it's mainly shooting well. Let's take a look.
This dude, 27, 9 assists.
10 for 19.
Wow.
James Harden's not shooting well.
Oh wait, no, that's their shit. Wow, y'all don't even want to know this. Both teams are struggling from three, under 30%. Yep.
What's the free throw disparity?
Free throws, 22 of 26 for Portland, 12 of 19
Yeah,
for
that's
the
the difference of the
Rockets.
game.
You're right. That's it. That's 10 points. They've only shot 7 more, but they got 10 more points off free throws. They've really missed a lot. Who's been missing all the free throws? Westbrook's
talking
missed
about the
4.
Rockets. Oh yeah.
Dang, Harden's missed 2. Westbrook's missed
Damn.
4. Austin Rivers
There you go.
missed 1.
There's
He's in
a
the
year.
game.
Shoot it. Give it to him.
Pull up.
Buckets.
I knew it.
Easy buckets too.
Yeah.
Inefficient mid-range 2-pointer.
That's not inefficient. That's still in line with what he said, right?
No, that's not their game plan though.
It's an inefficient shot for Daryl Morey. Doesn't want to see that.
Give it to him. Oh, get the double.
Oh, good D.
Good stuff.
Apparently, opinions are quite divided on young Austin Rivers.
He's such garbage.
Tabo Safalosha has not entered the game.
Yeah, that's crazy though. I always thought, never mind. Earlier in the season he was.
Damn, getting buckets. Just getting buckets.
Hey, I didn't click on this link, but I do want to know the update for the Spencer Dinwiddie.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Yeah, it's not. I can't even say that I.
Russ.
Ooh. Yes, we'll get to that once we hit a commercial. I'll give you the update on Spencer Dinwiddie.
11 points.
It was at 8 at some point.
Doncic.
They gotta get some stops.
Kings are down 14, and Doncic already has a triple-double.
Oh my god,
So
Lakers losing.
Ooh. Nah, that's not gonna hold. That ain't holding.
Magic.
LeBron's not going for 4 points in the second half.
Zion got his own fucking ticker.
And he's not even playing this week, man. Come on.
Until the 22nd. The whole week.
That's dope, though. Hey, league will be better when Zion's in it. Got to give somebody maybe to challenge Ja Morant for this for the Rookie of the Year, right? Because otherwise he's running away with it.
Yeah, definitely. Oh wow.
Is that travel?
Yeah. Really cool.
They let him come back.
McCollum's about to show you, like, he's a playmaker. He's tired of you talking trash.
He wiped his hands off like he about to do something.
See, that's not him. That's not him, man. What you gotta say about that though? That seemed like a
That's not making it bucket.
I'm just saying that was a great dish.
Good pass for sure.
You know, Tyler.
Look at them talking shit. They talking shit.
Talking shit. Say you can't guard him.
That's what he said. Look.
He can't guard him. Yeah, he's definitely. Westbrook's letting him know. Westbrook is definitely letting him know we can't guard him.
Brick City.
Oh, good foul, good foul. He's like, what? You got something else to say? It's Dame time, baby.
No, Russ saying, shut up. I hate that, man. Let him talk. It's entertainment.
Right.
No one was fighting. That dunk you're talking about.
Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about.
Oh shit.
That was on.
There you go, Saturday.
Above the booth might have to get back at it.
Oh, they got text. Did they get text?
Double text. Let them talk, man.
Brick this. Please
let them talk. There needs to be like a mixtape that comes out with all the shit talking. That will make a lot of money
they just
on that.
said they just posted. Did you see the TJ McConnell
no
talking during the game against the Sixers yesterday?
No one was checking for that.
It was nobody has to check.
Nobody was checking for it.
I'm just saying it was hilarious.
I didn't make the above the booth agenda. My bad.
It was definitely very, very G rated.
Oh, okay.
I guess it was G rated.
No, yeah. It was definitely very. It was.
Maybe I will check for it then. It sounds like it might be funny.
It's hilarious, man. It's really funny.
Did anyone check the TJ McConnell shit talk? All right. Plus minus check. Ken Bazemore leading plus 17.
That's
CJ
nice.
McCollum plus 15.
It's crazy.
5 assists tonight. Higher than his average.
Crazy. 30. That's nuts.
That's what I was trying to say, dude. Ridiculous. Like, honestly,
his rookie, he averaged 9 points. I'm telling you, man. The third
and
or
that's
fourth
dope.
year is
No, that's
typical.
dope. They're showing it for those out there. They're showing a statistic right now that Harden has 37.8 points a game this year, and it's only gone up. The last 2 years, he's averaged above 36. Insane. Honestly, just insane video game numbers. I got no explanation for that, but I will say this. You need the stats that matter are the rings, and I need to see the man win a ring for me to know that this style of play is actually legitimate. as Harden complains that he did not foul Hassan Whiteside. And
That's
they
5.
look up.
Ouch.
Dude, he's benched for the rest. At least for like 2 minutes left. No, they'll keep him out.
It's already the fourth quarter. Might as well. I mean,
They won't try.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, exactly. I don't think he has a problem with that. And not a bad foul. Hassan Whiteside. Ooh, I think he got the ball. I thought he got the ball. I think he has a legitimate gripe. Quick hands. D'Antoni thinking to himself, damn, I only got 1 year on my contract. I might be done. I wouldn't be surprised.
Good pass. Tough shot. Yeah, he was running.
Man.
That's game. Nope. Right here. Ooh.
Told you, they're
Good
going to try.
hezzy. Do work on him.
Man, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Rockets just get hot and like tie this game up.
Oh no.
They need some of these threes to start dropping.
Not reaching,
5
James.
seconds. Oh, nice pass, Tolliver. Oh, gotta hit
Role
that one.
players don't score.
Gotta hit that one, Anthony. Come on, player. Do it for the undersized power forwards.
Short.
Hard
James
to
is
He got his own
short.
City.
rebound, though. Nobody wants to shoot.
Pulling.
Yeah, mid range.
Oh, okay. All the way. Oh.
That's cash.
Oh.
Leading the league in corner threes.
Yeah, Tucker. He knows the spot. Smart man. That's why he gets paid. Didn't he just get a $50 million extension?
I hope not.
I think
That's
he
nuts.
did, sir. Let's double check.
If it's over like 5 years, then that's not bad. But
I think it's a 4-year 50.
so over 10 a year.
For PJ Tucker?
No? What do we think about that? The new money coming into the NBA?
He's
That seems fair to me.
he's definitely like worth it to that team. He's definitely a big piece of that team. He shoots threes pretty well from the corner. Their best defender. Go and
Bad
look,
shot.
box out, Whiteside. He's everywhere, man. Look, set screens. Stop. That's a tough shot. Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
6-0 run.
yeah,
They call
man, just
timeout?
like that.
Yeah, they gotta
6-point
call
game.
timeout. 6 minutes left. 103-97 with 6 minutes left. In Houston. Yeah, if they get this game for whatever reason,
That
that's
would be
just
wild.
dumb.
That would be wild.
That's stupid. Oh, it's 32 million.
Yeah.
That's a way different number than
I'm
what you
bugging.
said.
I'm bugging. My
32
bad.
over
My
what?
bad.
4
Over
years?
4. It was.
Eight
It was
year?
4 years.
That's good.
I overvalued him by 18 mil. You know, no biggie.
That's a
What's
lot,
18
man.
mil? What's 18 mil? That's a
That's a
couple.
crazy amount of money.
That's a couple. I mean,
Rob
that's-
Pelinka need to come holler at you.
Rob Pelinka about to fire me, man. He
Yeah.
said you got that wrong, bro. Damn, that's not what I was hoping for the man. Honestly, he don't seem like he worth that.
No.
He's not worth the 50.
Oh, tell us about Dinwiddie. It's in the commercial.
Oh, yes. Okay, so Spencer Dinwiddie update. For those of you that don't know, now you know. Spencer Dinwiddie is trying to monetize his NBA contract and make it so that investors can invest in him. The money that he would be raising would be for buying a piece of his value, basically. And so if the investors would get money back on their investment from his current contract, as well as they would have a piece of any extension or any other contract he would get in the NBA. And that would be the benefit of kind of buying his digital tokens that he is selling. The NBA had a problem with this because they basically don't want people speculating on NBA players and making bets on them, I guess, by giving them money directly. Because I feel like people do make bets on them anyway while they're in college
They
by giving
already
them
do
money.
that kind of
Exactly.
thing,
They
yeah.
already do that. They just don't do it formally through the SEC.
Yeah.
This would be an actually sanctioned investment tool
Oh,
that
BJ
anyone
used
could
that.
be a part of.
Yeah.
But the point is, the NBA did not like that it was tied to his NBA contract, and Spencer Dinwiddie still wants to push forward with it. And so he did the logical thing. He made it not securitized by his NBA contract. So he's still going forward with it. People can still invest in him. They're still going to receive their returns, but I guess it is
though?
not backed by his contract. So it's kind of just like random speculation, I guess, in somebody that they're going to pay you
What?
back. That's what I'm assuming. And it's only personally guaranteed. Basically, it's personally guaranteed by Spencer Dinwiddie, but
Like a
not
bond.
tied to but not tied to his contract. That's to my understanding what's going on. it seems weird. I wonder if anyone's going to still invest in it. I assume they would because he's been playing really good this year. So if you invest now, you definitely could get a piece of that next contract. But we'll see.
I guess that would be different if he was like a top. Yeah, if he was. It
seems like it's
player.
more real if it's backed by the contract.
Absolutely. You can calculate your return.
Exactly. Yes. Absolutely. No, but I think he's still promising the same returns. So it's personally guaranteed by him. So it's like. If anyone ever had to sue him, they can't say that they get a piece of his contract, but they can still sue him.
But there's a max to it. He's saying, okay, you're going to get 5%, like a bond. You're going to get a 5%. Whereas with the security, there's no max to what you can get, right?
But I think that he's guaranteeing, there is a set return on it. There is a set return that you know that you're going to get, and that was the same before it was securitized by the contract as well as after. That's still set. So for the 3 years that he's on this contract, you know what your returns are going to be on that investment. To my understanding, the benefit of it was hopefully he outplays his contract and gets an extension during that time, and so you get more return, or he gets another contract after this one's over.
Right, but you can't do that anymore if you're not the speculation is no longer on his contract.
Yeah. It's
a fixed amount, a fixed return, like a bond that you get or a treasury that you get, rather than it being a security that's backed on the actual contract.
It literally his cryptocurrency is still like that at that point. That's like that was
and no, he said, well, it was always a digital token. That's why he thinks he can do it, and it's not as big a deal, even though the NBA is trying to say that he can't do it.
Well, I don't understand the legality, but why can't I speculate on my own contract? You and I can do this shit.
Yes, very true. We could speculate on our own salaries, I guess, with our.
There might be some legality to it, I guess, if if it's an investment instrument. There probably some SEC wants to get involved, especially if there's high money. But if it was like us three want to invest $10 in me because we think I'm going to get a raise, like. I don't think anyone's blinking any eyes.
I agree with that, but the NBA probably just doesn't want young black men getting a bunch of money up front, and then they don't have to worry about
opening a whole new economy.
That's what I bet,
opening a whole new economy, man. That's like trailblazing.
Most improved player.
No pun intended. I did see that.
Yeah, 5-point game. Now we got something to talk about. We drinking every time the Rockets hit a three.
Don't reach, James.
Give it up.
Big shot.
Assist.
McCullough.
He's one of the leaders in assists.
What are we at in assists this game? Blazers got more than they usually do.
Above the average.
Yeah.
Above what they do.
Double team from the top.
Russ can shoot
they doubling off of Russ.
In the middle. He missed it that time.
They doubling off of
Blazers 21 assists currently. 21.
Gotcha.
Which is above their average.
Above their average.
2.
Certainly closer to league average.
Yeah, it would be great.
They're purposely putting James Harden on Dame because they know he can't play defense.
Oh, no, not another one. Let's go.
Melo.
That's James Harden, man. You got to stay in front of your player.
Tony calls a timeout. This game's going to happen forever.
Tony can't believe it.
Stay in front of your fucking man, James.
Damn. That puts Carmelo Anthony at a solid 18 points with a nice +5. An efficient 18 points at that, if you were wondering.
Plus minus? What?
+5. 7 of 10 on field goals. 1 of 2 on 3 points. And 3 of 3 from the free throw line. 12 rebounds for Carmelo.
Nice.
Whoa.
Nice.
18, 12, and 1.
What adjustment does D'Antoni make on defense? They don't want James to keep getting off, switching.
Yeah. I mean, take James out on defense.
Out? Yeah, he has 5 fouls. That's why.
They're going to probably do that that other switch where the third person comes up and switches with James Harden.
And let him drop back.
I don't know what that switch is called.
Get up in their grill.
They're going to let him drop back to... I don't know. If I was them, I'll put Harden on, like, Kent Bazemore.
But then Kent Bazemore comes to the screen.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Then they have that third person come in and switch off the switcher.
Well, what if they have Kent Bazemore? They have him guard Kent Bazemore, and then they... just say Harden's already playing back anyway, so fight through the screen. Like the screen shouldn't affect you.
He's gonna get that 6th foul.
Yeah, I guess that's true. If they start running,
he's got 5.
That's true.
Triple double.
That's very true.
Russell Westbrook.
Damn, 30. Oh, we got it. Whew.
And he's shooting a good percentage too.
Mm-hmm. Damn. McCollum 22 points, by the way. 5 assists.
Oh. Everyone's having a good game.
Mm-hmm. No, it's true. It's that crappy ass Rockets defense.
Look at them playing good defense. Just bullied him. Just bullied him.
Man.
Just bullied him.
Just looking at Bazemore like, yeah, you like that?
Shrugged him off him.
But I'll tell you what hurt him is those 2 3-pointers. Just like that +6 really helped out Portland's lead action.
Oh, double team.
get out of his hands. Yeah, dude, make Bazemore do something. See, they are putting him on Bazemore though.
Yo, see, remember they switched.
Did you want a ginger? Right?
We're okay with that.
They have coffee.
Oh, good pass. Damn.
No assist, but he got the bucket.
Yeah.
This game's
That was a good pass, though.
Yeah, it was.
Watch your bag, double team.
No, he ain't making that.
No way.
He's off, man.
What do you think he's shooting?
38%.
Damn, that's
Close, spot on.
less.
Damn. Yeah.
3 of 11. So,
Damn. He has 3 field goals?
He has 3 field goals. 1 of 5 from 3.
That's really bad.
Everyone has a bad game, man.
And he's only 6 of 8 from the line.
You're not allowed to have those.
Yeah. It's a lot of points.
Playing
man.
Houston.
Westbrook's missed 5 free throws.
He's having a bad game.
Yeah. I saw him fall. I didn't see the foul, but I saw him fall.
He flopped.
Was it?
I don't know if Dame flops. Replay it.
Nice. They bleeped him out. I'm sorry. He looked like he flopped, man.
But he did extend though a little bit.
This game is a rap city.
Yeah.
One more bucket.
It already is a wrap.
Yeah.
James, play hard, man. Get fouled out, man. Damn, just zooted it right past you.
I mean, that's too easy.
Way too easy.
Yeah, they're done. Yeah, I'm telling you, Houston
was
is
no
not
energy, man.
Houston is not a finals team. So
There was no, like, Westbrook had the energy and McLemore had the energy. House. I don't know, man. I just seen better energy levels out of these cats.
Call a timeout now. You're down 13.
game. So do we think Portland can actually come out of the basement
Yes.
and
Yes.
get
Can
into
they make the playoffs?
Can
Yes.
they make
I think
the playoffs?
Damian could go on the type of tear that's like,
Yes.
not just an all-star, but an all-NBA tear.
Yeah.
It's like,
40 points a
like,
game.
all right, dude. Like,
8 assists.
we ain't stopping him. Like, honestly, just let him get his and guard everybody else.
Yeah.
Did we find out when they're gonna get back Nurkic and Collins and stuff?
Nah, I didn't say they didn't have no date on Nurkic, but they didn't say he was out for the season. That's all.
Okay. So like even if they get them back, I could definitely see them making a push and getting like a 6 seed even if they. Again, they have a squad. They've always had a squad.
Whoa,
and they definitely were supposed to overperform this year compared
The
to what
Blazers?
they did last. Yeah, compared to what they did last year.
I don't know. Didn't they lose a lot of bodies? Evan Turner.
They lost Evan Turner, which is
Aminu.
okay, and Aminu. Aminu was definitely the best role player on that team, besides Evan Turner. No,
Okay.
even Evan Turner.
Well, either
was
way,
like
those were the
so.
two best off the bench
No.
guys. Or I guess Aminu was starting, I think, but
Yeah.
Aminu was
I think
definitely.
Evan Turner started too. I think
Nah.
Mina was the 4, and then Nurkic was the 5, and Harkless.
yeah, I think Harkless started.
Harkless
Maybe.
started.
I think Harkless moved Aminu to the
Maybe.
3.
But Portland
Those
was
three guys right
Portland
there.
was supposed to have a decent enough year to make a good enough push to
To the playoffs.
the playoffs. You
Yes.
know, but
Absolutely. I don't think anyone counted them out for playoffs.
No, but to be like a 3 seed, a 3-4
No.
seed.
They were
No.
a 3 seed last year or 4 seed, but I don't think they were that good. Now with the Clippers involved, now the Lakers are better.
They need that. They need Nurkic, man. And I think honestly, Nurkic to Whiteside's a downgrade.
That's interesting. I never heard that before.
Okay. No, you did. You heard it here first.
Damn,
Just
James.
anyways.
Yeah, he's having a really bad game.
But still, the Nuggets are not better than the Rockets, right?
Well, I mean, we've seen the Nuggets lose to a lot worse teams than the Blazers.
Just saying.
We've seen Jokic score 8 points for like 3 months straight.
Hey, man. One team's in second, the other team's in fifth, and about to take another L.
Bro, that's that home court advantage.
Okay. Well, Houston was at home in this game.
You're true. I'm not making excuses for them. They're not playing
and
well. And one.
Too late.
I hope they do some crazy comeback right here. That'd be dope. I want to see it.
You said Oladipo comes out. Oladipo comes Thursday.
Next week.
Thursday. Oh, next
Or
week.
was it Thursday?
I
Maybe
thought it was
Thursday. I think it's the 29th.
Zion's next week.
I think it's 29th. I think he's back. He did a couple interviews.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be following the Pacers a lot.
Oh damn! They didn't even count the free throw.
Damn. Oladipo also said his trade to the Pacers saved his career.
That's not true.
Hey,
That's crazy.
What you
Hey.
mean?
Why'd he say that?
He wasn't balling OKC.
Hey, man, I'm just saying. I don't know why you
Tough
got
to work with Russ.
The man said it. I ain't say it. He said it. Coming at me like I don't know what I said.
That was nice. That was a beautiful hesitation.
He's like everybody.
Crossed him back up.
He said,
Go
James
right.
trying to hand check him, couldn't hand check him.
I'm surprised he's not fouled out yet either.
Ah,
That
Russ.
pass.
Minute left. It's a wrap. Portland up big.
Everybody's gone.
Everyone's gone from the audience. CJ still working out on James Harden though.
He's trying to follow him out. That's why.
Oh, good D though. Oh, good help. Oh, and a save. Where's all that energy? Oh.
So unnecessary too, man.
Damn.
He didn't have to fake the pass.
Go.
Missed the layup.
Damn.
Dude, Russ, slow down.
Look at that dude, man.
5'2", 108. He looks exactly the same way, man. He doesn't look much different.
Look how low he can get though. Fuck.
Yeah, man. He must be like he must work as hard as he can to get as big as he is.
Right.
Right?
Damn right. You think he's 6
Yeah.
foot?
He
He's not 5'11".
You think he's 6 foot?
He's probably 6'1", man.
Oladipo's back on the 29th. Oh, that was ugly.
It's not a bad shot.
Come on, Lillard. That's it.
Aaron
All right,
Gordon.
folks.
Oh, had to help that percentage real quick. Just real quick. Get that real quick.
Yeah, make it 10 points. Why are you talking to the coach? Why was Russ talking to the coach, man?
I don't know.
They had a
Oh,
little
yeah,
conversation.
yeah, yeah.
They had a
And
split.
it looked like Westbrook had a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
Yo, watch him get that T now.
He's saying, don't talk to me. He's basically, it seems like he's saying, don't talk to me. Well,
That's a tough.
I don't know, man. If I'm Dave, I'm not shaking Russ' handshake, man. I'm not shaking hands with him. We can't go from you can't guard me.
you can't say that. You can't say that on
No,
national
because they've been talking
broadcast.
shit to each other
Yeah.
a lot.
You
too.
can't say that on national broadcast and then like just think shit's gonna be copacetic.
Yeah, word. It wasn't just that one time. Man. Like,
This is a pattern of disrespect.
a constant thing.
This is a habitual disrespect.
CJ had a good
Talking
game
about
too.
he was
What CJ saying?
whining to get into the All-Star game. Like,
Yeah.
What?
Well,
Nah, bro. We can't shake hands after that.
We didn't even get to that. The All-Star game.
right? True.
Hopefully we can do another one before the All-Star game.
Yeah, before Monday.
He won't be able to.
Before voting. Is
Yeah.
Monday the All-Star game?
Nah,
No,
Oh,
Monday's,
me. Yeah,
Monday's,
gotcha.
yeah. He forgot. It's
Yeah,
like, oh, wait.
no biggie, no biggie. We didn't get to talk about trade targets either, or we
Yeah.
didn't get to talk about Kendrick Perkins and
The
KD.
and KD.
Yo, I wanted to get your take on that, man. 'Cause I just thought that shit
man.
was lit.
It was funny.
Oh, that's it?
That's it, yeah.
No, it's because your hatred towards KD for jumping on like this 71.
Yeah, but KD said he had a good point. It was like, wait, my starting center averaged like 2 points and 1 rebound.
Just so, I mean, I guess we got it broken down right here. Long story short, Perkins posted on his Twitter saying that Russell Westbrook was the best Thunder player to ever put on the jersey, and someone clapped back in his comments like, "Yo, you BSing. What about Russell Westbrook?" And so. What about KD? And Perk responded, KD lost in the second round without rest when I was there. So what you mean? And Kevin Durant chimed in and said, yeah, and our starting center averaged a whopping 2
That
and
was
3
fucking
during that
hilarious.
series.
Exactly.
You played hard
That
though,
was
champ.
So funny.
No, that was a
Exactly.
good flatback.
Yeah.
That was it.
Well, no, that wasn't
No,
it. That
yeah.
wasn't it. So
No,
Perk
wait.
responded, boy, stop. You did the weakest move in NBA history. Up on a team 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals and then go join them the following season. Heart of a champion right there. KD responded, weak is starting at center, playing real minutes with no production. Should have worked on your skills as much as I did. Perk responded to that. That's fine. You worked that hard and still had to go join a 73-9 team. Truth be told, you don't even feel like a real champ. You have a hard time sleeping at night, huh? Knowing that you took the coward way out. and that's where it kind of ended. I
It
think.
didn't end there either.
No,
it
I
wouldn't have
think
points.
He came
I
on the
mean,
very next day on First Take, and then
he's just
decided-
reiterated. He just reiterated what he said.
He had to explain himself
Yeah.
too after the fact.
That's
I'm just
fair.
like,
They all both had
dude.
solid points, man.
But
Dude.
he only responded because Gilbert Arenas chimed in as well as Matt Barnes, and they were both back in KD saying that Perk, you're like wilding out right now.
He is out of line. Like
Exactly.
you're talking to one of
And
the best
so,
players.
exactly.
Man.
So Perk responded to their tweets by saying, "I'll be on the jump with Rachel Nichols at 6:00, explaining myself. Y'all tune in. It's going to be some great
Right.
television."
It's
Saying,
like
saying that
super-
Westbrook was the best OKC player ever, nah, that's a bit of a stretch.
It was
okay.
He came out.
He could be a more beloved OKC player.
Oh, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. They should
And
retire his jersey.
before KD's.
Yeah, they shouldn't retire KD's. KD left. Fuck him,
They
and he
shouldn't
went to
retire.
the trader.
They can still retire KD's.
No,
I think.
no, I'm spiteful out of that.
All right.
If I'm OKC, he's not getting
then I
35
think, So if
retired.
Perk had said that instead of he was the best Thunder player to ever put it on, would it make more sense? Because his whole point was that he's Mr. Thunder.
That makes sense. If it's
Okay.
more fan based, yes,
Okay.
yes.
I got
yes,
you.
Yes.
Okay.
Not skill based, yes.
Yes, but in terms
Oh
of the
shit.
actual
Oh,
most skilled-
JaVale with the block.
the most skilled player to ever do it, though.
I thought that shit was hilarious. That was a very good 2 days worth of like just
Yes.
pettiness,
Good.
man.
Yes.
Pettiness.
Yes.
It was-
I love the NBA drama. I love it. I love it.
It was intense
Wow.
and hilarious.
They got
They could
blown
slow
out.
down 15.
All right, people.
To Orlando.
I have to
Yeah.
get up early, so we're calling a wrap for number 12.
All right.
Hopefully, we're back soon for number 13.
This
Thank you
is
very
what
much
the
for tuning in.
3
Yeah.
PC.
Paris,
Myself.
KZ, Roy in the mix, and his stash. Thank you, Caleb, for coming through too.
Thank
Oh, yeah,
you.
Caleb.
Thank you. Thank
We'll
you.
check out
Yeah,
the
for taking
photography.
some photos.
We're gonna get her Twitter or Instagram handle. on
Right.
it. Go
She
follow.
has her own.
Ciao.
Check it out.